Monday, where our highly trained experts talk football.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
Your home for reaction and overreaction. The Fan.
The following is intended for immature audiences only. There's no such thing as a radio rating system. But if there were, this show would be rated O as in... Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the crazy soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56 and, is that correct? Wrong.
You little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Monday. Reaction Monday. Hello, good, clean boy.
Hello, man. Are you ready for a hell of a week?
I'm ready. And we're going to tell you why. This could be the worst week of our radio lives.
It's not a could be. It will be. Tell these folks after you set it up what in the world we have going on this week.
How you doing, Ted?
Doing good, Mike?
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
All right. So let me set up the program today. Foodgasm, 446. Jason's beef with our guy Jason Stark at 5:30. 3 o'clock hour, lots of college football, lots of Buckeyes. 4 o'clock hour, lots of NFL. 5 o'clock hour, who the hell knows? Little bouillabaisse, little flavorful broth of everything.
So much of a fan in here. It's blowing the papers around. Get you a paperweight.
Now, should I tell people about what's going on behind the scenes this week, or should I yell about Adam King and Austin Ward because they pissed me off right before the show started?
No, and I wouldn't put Austin Ward in that boat. I'd say that was King.
Well, he was there.
King was being obnoxious.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You're adjacent to King. That's your problem.
Right. You're having him on. No, to tell them what King did, and then we'll get to the nonsense we've got here at work.
So, Adam King decided to film something. I don't know. 30-minute segment with Austin Ward out in our offices here.
I think it's one of Austin's segments on their Austin and Burham channel.
Okay,
and then he
whatever.
has King on it.
Now, I think that when you choose to film in the newsroom, the offices, there is going to be some natural background noise, just the way it goes.
Yep.
We have perfectly good studios that could be used. They want that atmosphere, I guess, of being amongst the people, yet anyone who makes a peep needs to be persecuted.
So here's what happened. You can hear it in Common Man's voice. This stems back to middle of last week. He's been fighting a little bit of a cold.
I got snotty. I got boogers.
It's been going around. Kids go back to school. It usually happens about a month later where all these viruses, they get out in the air. Every mom and dad knows it. And he caught it, and all he did was blow his nose. And he has the same cadence of blowing the nose every time. It's like it's like a three-part. Every time he does it, that's how it sounds.
Isn't it a normal nose blow?
It's whatever. It's yours.
All right.
A nose blow is
unique.
It's
Yes.
unique.
It's unique to me?
Yes, it is.
I never
The
knew my nose
sneeze-
blow was unique.
The sneeze, the cough, the nose blow. You do the that's it. So that's all you
And
did.
I'll do one later, and the listeners will tell me how
all you
strange it
did.
is.
And King stops
Stops what he's doing. You're going to tell me that's not on purpose?
Yeah, he was like, I think 9 seconds into recording, he did like an intro, and he stopped and said that. You mean to tell me he stopped and he kind of stared. And so I kind of popped my head up because I heard him doing an intro, and then I heard him go to an abrupt stop. So I'm saying, okay, he must have made a mistake, has to start over. And he's looking over at you, says, "Are you kidding me? You mean to tell me that's not on purpose?" And you turn around and look like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you blew your nose right on me. I'm like, sorry for living and working.
That's what I said. We're living and working over here, buddy.
Living and working.
You know where to go if you want silence.
This
ain't
what they
it.
do. Don't they do this with Ian Rappaport for NFL Network? He's always there in the newsroom. Papers are flying. People are walking back and forth. That's what goes on.
And I'm not going to stop my ping pong playing either. So if you hear Adam King and you're watching his thing and you hear a little ping, 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 that's us. And then I'll do a little honk and blow.
It's Nat sound.
Honk and blow.
You think when you're playing golf, you tell the birds to shut up? Like, what do you...
Oh, no, they put the microphone on them. They want more bird sound.
I know. I want more birds.
You should
chirping.
have more schnoz sound.
I want wind and birds and all of it. Alligators roaring, everything.
So the reason why this is going to be the worst week ever. So I've been working here for 22 years. And in my entire time here, we have used the same computer system to run the radio station. It's called the DAD, Digital Audio Delivery System. Okay?
Ooh, DAD.
DAD.
The DAD.
So we refer to hey, the DAD's not working, or I got to put this in the DAD. The DAD runs the entire radio station. Well, the company that makes the DAD is dead. DAD is dead. They've stopped upgrading the software, and so all radio stations that use this particular software have to transition to a completely new system. And so we are installing that like at midnight tonight. Guys are behind the scenes, laying cable. We've already had this delayed twice. It's a completely new system, which I'm sure, and it's no fault to all the hardworking people here. The engineers are doing yeoman's work. I'm not making fun of them or degrading them in any way.
Not at all. It's got to be done.
I'm telling you right now because I know this will be a total disaster.
I just sent out, as I'm sort of filling in for our friend Fish, who is recovering from his colon cancer surgery.
He got cancer on purpose.
To miss it.
So he didn't have to be here to deal with this.
I'd rather have cancer of the colon than go through switching audio systems.
He put cancer up his own butt. He went on the black market. He got himself a tumor, and he stuck it up there.
I mean, it's football season. What could go wrong, right? When the switch is right here. And you know what? Why not to try to, spike the listenership for this time? We got some appointment listening for when a disaster might occur. It is happening at the end when Buckeye Roundtable, which will run 6 to 8 tonight. Never miss that show, right? Great Buckeye content. Want to see what those guys are thinking about the 37-9 win over Ohio.
In a little commercial with
sure.
Listen for disaster.
Listen for disaster. At the end of their program, 7:55 into 8 o'clock, we switch into a good Monday night football game. Baker Mayfield, A.I. Nicole's favorite guy, Emeka Ibuka. Ooh, Emeka Ibuka. And who are they playing? C.J. Stroud and the Texans. So we got the Bucs and the Texans tonight. That is when the switch is happening, in between 7:55
I thought it was
and 8
after the
o'clock.
game.
So be listening right then and there when it happens.
Oh,
so, and also if you're driving around and it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you hear nothing but a cricket, just know that we're okay. I mean, we're off the air, but we're okay, and we are working through it.
Going home in a body bag, but that's this week.
I can't foresee, like, before you and I retire, that we would ever make a switch like this again.
Timmy,
it's not something that you're looking to do.
This week may drive me to retire. Last week we had no air conditioning for 3 days.
Hey, but that's
what else could happen?
Hey, 69 degrees.
Right. It's working now.
Teddy, how you doing back there with all this?
I'm doing good, Mike.
Do you disagree, Teddy? Because you're more technical than us. Obviously, you're the producer of this show. Do you disagree that this is going to be a total and complete cluster F?
First couple of days of this, it's going to be rough. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be really rough. And then if you really want to have some fun, tune into the Buckeyes at Washington game a week from this Saturday, which will be what time, Timmy?
That will be a
3:30.
2 o'clock airtime, 3:30 kickoff. The first Ohio State football game
with
all the tones and everything that has to happen to take it to automation for the affiliates and all of those things. Woo!
I'm going to have a nightmare that day, that afternoon.
My God.
Yes.
I'll be at home getting text messages from you guys.
Yes.
I'm not going to be here either.
I'm cooling my feet in the soft serve machine.
Staying away from that.
I think Beamer's getting into another car accident that day.
Beamer's going to have
Timmy's coming in.
The front side of the car is going to get wrecked on that night.
What happened, man? Is he?
He's okay.
He's hanging out with Justin Fields in concussion protocol?
Yes. Yeah, he's okay. He just texted me today and said he plans on being back tomorrow with how he feels. I think getting the extra night off here for Buckeye Roundtable Monday might help him. But yeah, for folks that missed it, I popped in there for the Saturday late night postgame show. So it was only 2 of the shows that I missed before I was back in. And that was fun, talking ball with Justin Zwick.
Yeah, it was fun. I like how you said that. Yeah, I really hated every minute of it, but it was fun.
I didn't say
I worked all weekend and I wanted to die, but let me tell you something. It was fun.
I didn't say I hated every minute of it.
That was your tone.
Oh, come on.
You implied that you hated it. And how could you not?
I imply nothing.
You work all week. You're filling in for Fishy behind the scenes. You're on heroin right now, man.
I want to die.
All right, Buckeyes beat the Bobcats. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Joey B's toe. We'll talk about how Timmy threw a dildo-rooney on the field at Paycor yesterday.
That was not me.
All of it coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
You should watch for some slowdown due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of northbound 71 on the south side between Greenlawn Avenue and 315. You're also going to hit slow traffic on eastbound 70 downtown between 71 and 4th Street. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Is water seeping into your basement? Are your basement walls cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the basement waterproofing experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus special rates on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card from BMI Federal Credit Union. Apply today at bmifcu.org/visa.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown! This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking about football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
1-800-GOT-JUNK is your friend with the truck.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
All our people are in uniforms.
And our trucks are clean and shiny.
And big.
We leave spaces empty and clean.
For you.
1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Oven-baked French toast. Hot, melty cheese. And meat. And meat. And meat. Introducing UDF's new 3-meat French toast sandwich, piled with bacon, sausage, and Canadian bacon. United Dairy Farmers. Mornings made for you.
Enjoy hot deals on Meyer brand family favorite must-haves all season long. Save on back-to-school lunch basics like Meyer peanut butter, grape jelly, and round top bread, just $1.39 each. Meyer disinfectant wipes are just $2.99, and a Meyer facial tissue 4-pack is only $4.99. Saving a good deal more on your favorite Meyer brand must-haves is a good deal better all season long. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meyer app.
Bob Yoakum, president of Rockford Homes, explains why he banks with First Bank of Central Ohio.
Anytime you're dealing with a local bank, it's about being able to pick up the phone and talk to real people. That is a huge pro. You know, when you get into these bigger banks, that doesn't happen.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Scotty Vegas here. Smartest bet of the season? Bet on yourself. I needed a weight loss plan that fit into real life. Tailgates, road trips, kids' nights, and still lets you eat. Week 1 with Awaken 180, I was down 6. By the end, 45 pounds gone. That's with wings, chili, meatballs, sausages, all the good stuff. It's the tailgate transformation. Structure, coaching, and food that tastes like a win. Make the smart play. Start your tailgate transformation at awaken180weightloss.com.
If your kiddo learning the trumpet is a more pleasant sound than your garage door opening, we are Deluxe Door Systems, fixing crappy garage doors for less than you think. Straightforward and honest. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Tailgate season is here, and if your grill makes you have to duck when you light it, it's time for an upgrade. Billiards Plus carries top-of-the-line grills that you can pass down to your kids and gifts the whole family will enjoy. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
The Fan 2 is on the air. Catch the Bob and Tom Show in the morning and Jim Rome in the afternoon. And Buckeye stuff and Reds 2 in the NFL. It's lots of stuff. You get the picture. It's the Fan 2 live on 1460 AM, the Fan app, and the Fan's HD2.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun. Your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers? Use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash At just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Lots of sunshine and hot and dry conditions to kick off the work week. We'll see temperatures getting into the upper 80s to right around 90 degrees with lots of sunshine. For tonight, mostly clear skies overnight with our lows into the 60s. And then for Tuesday, dry weather continues, but a tad bit cooler. Highs will get in the mid to upper 80s with mostly sunny skies. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Hey kids, if you don't buckle down in school and do something productive with your free time, this is your future.
You guys ready to play like big boys yet, huh? Maybe pick out your own outfits in the morning?
Listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Monday. All right, Buckeyes beat the Bobcats 37-9. I've also been told that I blow my nose weird. I have to blow it now.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, I didn't realize I blew it weird.
Yep. I gave you the impersonation, see if I was right. There it is, the 3 parts.
Is that wrong?
No, it's fine.
What do you go, just one big blow?
I couldn't tell you how I blow. But those are things, little nuances, things that I notice about people, and sitting next to you for a while, I know that. And I know how you clear your throat, too. There you go. You can get very phlegmy during a show and have to clear the throat a lot.
All right, 37-9 was the final on Saturday night. I'm curious to get your take on this. You were fresh. You did the post-game show. I've not had a chance to talk about this game since it happened. I just thought it was weird. I thought the whole thing was strange.
I agree
first
with
of all,
that.
I'm told that when Sun go bye-bye, it's also much better over there at the shoe. Was it? I don't know. When Camp's Ohio song played, where everybody take their shirts off and run around and dronies in the sky.
Did they even do drones?
They did drones.
They did drones?
Yeah, they did drones.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't see any video of the drones. I saw a lot of action about the bands at halftime, and I was told by people who were there, they didn't say anything about the drones to me, but the combined show with the bands was a pretty cool thing.
They moved the football. They dominated this game. I just felt it was odd. I thought that having Jaden Fielding going out there and kicking 20-yard field goals and 22-yard field goals, it's just not usually what Ryan Day does. You trust your defense, especially in a game like this, where if you don't convert on 4th down, which, by the way, we want you to convert on 4th down, right? We don't not want to see it, but if you happen to not convert, well, then all of a sudden, the Bobcats and Peter Parker Dave Navarro.
Yeah, they're pinned.
They got the ball on their own 5-yard line. He's running for his life. His hand is hurt. It struck me as odd. It didn't strike me as a type of game where Ryan Day went into it saying, we're going to put points on the board no matter what because we need those 3 points. I don't think you did. You were clearly dominating the line of scrimmage in this football game. It was just odd to me that you're settling for such short field goal attempts.
I agree with you. And look, the first one was a 4th and 2. That's typically a down and distance in the red zone where you're always going for it, right? Didn't it feel like that? I don't have the data in front of me, but teams like Ohio State are usually going to keep their offenses out on the field because you also have that trust in your defense if you're one of the best teams in college football. Where if you don't get it, more often than not, you're going to force maybe a 3 and out.
Ryan Day football teams back. Do. That's the thing.
They're aggressive. He's shown that.
You go over to Chef Boyardee's house, and all of a sudden he serves you like Kung Pao chicken. It's not that the Kung Pao chicken is bad. It's just you didn't expect it from Chef Boyardee.
Right, and I'm not saying he's Dan Campbell-like. Like, Ryan's not going for it for 4th and 3 on his own 40, you know? It's not that. Maybe occasionally he would, but when you're in these certain spots of the field, and I think he talked about this a little bit, there's some justification, there's a little bit of reasoning behind it. It's the fact that you are playing Ohio and you know that you're going to win this game. And when you look up and down the box scores, the play-by-play charts, you did dominate. Yardage, first downs, all of it.
I'm not doubting that.
Complete domination in this football game. And maybe we talked about this with Tyler Danberg, who's doing sidelines now in his first few weeks and doing a nice job. You do want to get your kicker out on that field, doing it for real, which is why I think the first one's,
I don't have a problem with the first one. 38 yards.
It was 4th and 2. You think you might go for it, but it's 38 yards.
Okay.
So he gets to bang it through with 10, 15 yards to spare.
What does a 20 and a 22-yard field goal do for you? It's an extra point.
I agree with you on those. Especially the second one, which I think was also a, 4th and goal from the 2? Is that what it was?
Yeah, and you're coming right
Just
out of the locker room in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that one, I think the third one was from the 4-yard line. Still probably like to just go for it. If anything, you're giving Julian Sayin another opportunity if you want to go to the air. I'm not saying that that's the exact play call from the 2. You probably run it in. Maybe C.J. Donaldson, your bigger back, you just get behind the Hogs and run it in. But Julian Sayin, which I know we'll get to, had a difficult time processing things. And that gives him another opportunity to go and try to make the right play with a little bit more pressure, because I think putting pressure on him with Big Ten season coming up, and I'm not we're not there yet, but throwaway game at Washington.
Stop now.
I don't want to
There's no such thing as go through 2,000 miles for a throwaway game.
Exactly. I'm not just saying, Buckeyes win by 35. Sitting here today with everything that we just saw. So that's, I think putting a little more on him could have been a good thing.
I think the difference, with Texas, I still think Texas is good. At least their defense is good. We can have a conversation about the offense and Arch Manning. The entire college football world is. But I think Texas's defense is very good. And they played the type of game they needed to play to win that particular game. I think that you go into Grambling, right? And you have a situation where everywhere Julian Sayin looks, someone's open. Everyone's open all the time.
Yeah.
And so that was easy, right? This week, you also have a situation where one person is open all the time. You go back and watch that film. They're not Texas. They're also not Grambling, where everybody's open, but one person is open. Julian saying to your point was having a tough time finding that one person. Now, we saw it as the game went on. He realized, I've got these guys running down the field and they're in single coverage. Let me try and throw the ball to them.
Yeah.
And it worked out. You saw 2 touchdown catches
and
because of that.
When he's getting protection, and I want to say, I think maybe the run blocking and some of the vision from, say, guys like C.J. Donaldson and James Peoples, not that other guy, Bo Jackson, when we see him, but the two that are ahead of him, I think they might be able to hit the hole a little bit better. And maybe there was a couple of blocks by the tight ends where they didn't hold him enough when they kind of get out and pull and go to the other way. But the deep ball for Julian Sayin, that's one of his strong suits. And the time that the O-line is giving him in pass protection, it's like he never gets breathed on back there. He did get sacked the first time, but that was probably more of a Julian problem than the offensive line problem.
Just look, it's a performance that was fine. You won the game you were supposed to win. You look at the scoreboard, you say that's about right. It's just how we got there, to me, was a little bit odd. And Ryan Day and the coaching staff, they're always looking at film to clean stuff up. That's their job, right? You're going to look at this and say, well, we lost a turnover battle. We turned the ball over twice. They didn't turn the ball over at all. We committed more penalties than them. We didn't execute in the red zone the way that we wanted to. I mean, these are all things you're going to need to do. They know that. They don't need 2 jabrones like us saying that.
Yeah.
I just felt like settling for chip shot field goals. I felt like I was watching somebody else coach this team.
Yeah, and I think it's okay to have some concern in different areas here. It's also another thing to believe that eventually this is an Ohio State football team that can go out and win a second straight national championship. I think both of those things can be true. Were you still watching the Peacock stream right after it ended when Ryan Day did that quick little interview? I mean, you could see it. He wasn't thrilled with this. I think he shook his head was the first thing that he did before he started speaking. You could see the frustration was there. And I think people who were in the stadium, too, they could see Ryan Day being frustrated with Julian at times in the coaching that was going on the sidelines. And it was on
visible.
the camera, too.
Yeah,
they had some of it on the camera. I think it was when Jeremiah Smith was going to come open on one play where he didn't go his direction. They had a conversation about that. And then the two others that people will highlight, Brandon Innes on the goal line, he's out there running routes. Like he never gets targeted. And that was one where it should have gone to him. And there was a swing pass to C.J. Donaldson that would have been open on another goal line play. Things like that Julian was just missing in this game.
And I guess, does that make us, first of all, he's a guy who started his third career game.
He's a growing boy.
Right?
Okay.
I know.
He's a good, hardworking boy. Let him bring in your mail.
He'll get there.
I think he's going to get there, too. And I guess I would be more concerned if you're not getting open against the Ohio Bobcats.
And they were getting open.
I mean, they're getting open.
Yeah. They threw for 347 yards.
Right. I think the frustrating thing for Ryan Day is I don't know how you ever lose track of number 4. That was the frustrating thing for Julian saying. When in doubt, wait for him. You've got the protection.
Right.
That's not an issue.
Right.
You're not running for your life. Stop rushing the throw.
Right.
Don't be so quick to check out of the read. You're not running for your life.
Right. And some of the misses, honestly, guys were so wide open, you're wondering how that couldn't have been the first read.
Right.
You know? It almost looked like, especially the play where Innes has his cut, it seems like that's the one where it's the primary read because you know that a route like that's going to work 9 times out of 10.
New AP poll is out. Where are the Buckeyes? That's a stupid. Where are the Buckeyes? They're number 1. Breaking news.
Were you going to tease that into the...
Yeah, where are the Buckeyes going to be? I don't know.
Boy.
Are they going to be in it this week? I don't know. But we'll talk about the poll coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a couple minutes slowdown on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70. You're also going to hit a couple minute delay on southbound 315 between 670 and Rich Street. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
For years, you've been hearing us talk about the Newman Roofing difference, delivering nothing short of an excellent customer experience each and every single time, from the first phone call to the end of your project. But don't take our word for it. Take a listen to our friend John and his Newman Roofing experience.
Well, the first thing that drew me to Newman Roofing is the extraordinary Google score of 5.0. That was the first indication to me that this was going to be a good experience. Overall, the experience with Newman Roofing was wonderful. When I came home, the job was completely finished. The crew had cleaned up and left. I wouldn't have known that they were there.
What star rating would you give Newman Roofing on Google?
I would, without hesitation, award Newman Roofing a 5-star rating on Google.
Any advice for those looking for a new roof, John?
Once you have contact with Newman Roofing, you'll understand why everybody's giving them a 5-point rating.
Do what John did and schedule your free roof or siding consultation with Newman Roofing. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online today at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here. After retiring from professional football, I never expected that me, Bobby, I'd have low testosterone. So I went to my friends over at Affinity. I got my labs done, and now I've been on a testosterone replacement plan with Affinity for 8+ years. Best of all, they've supplemented it with peptides and lots of other great products. Learn why me and thousands of men trust the experts at Affinity to feel their best. Get more energy, better workouts, feel like yourself again. And do not waste another day. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com today.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
This show features 2 Nicoles. One gives you useful traffic information. The other one yells, "What up, bitches?"
Who's ready to party?
Here's Man and Timmy.
Foodgasm coming up at 4:46. I went out yesterday with the intent of trying a new item so I can report back to all of you. I was very excited about this new item. However, I went there, despite having 19 signs outside promoting it. I go in there, sold out.
Oh, no.
Nothing.
Okay, was this something we discussed last week?
I don't know if we talked about it on the air. We talked about it off the air.
Okay.
I was very excited.
Maybe
about
we
it.
did, so I won't blurt it out now.
All right, AP poll. Buckeyes stay at number 1, get 55 first-place votes. Penn State stays at 2. They get 5 first-place votes. LSU, 3. More on their wonderful coach, Brian Kelly. And he is a moron. More on him. More on the moron.
More on the moron.
Coming up shortly. Miami moves up a spot to 4. They got 3 first-place votes. Then Georgia up a spot to 5. Oregon down 2 spots to 6. They also got a first-place vote. Florida State up 3 spots to 7. Texas down a spot to 8. Illinois stays at 9. And Texas A&M up 6 whole spots.
Yeah,
at number 10.
I welcome this spot in the college football season, don't you? Where it's still so early and there's a lot of unknown about some of these teams. To see all the different squads that are getting at least a few first-place votes, I'm not even so sure if Ohio State, to me, feels like 55 first-place votes types of buffer to some of these other schools. Are you? To Penn State and in Georgia not getting any at all, and Oregon, who is getting just 1.
But they dropped 2 spots in this week's poll.
They did. Yeah, Oregon dropped a couple of spots. But I'm just saying, with all those undefeated teams that we speak of, I have no clue at this point how dominant Ohio State is over all of those, where it would be that kind of barrier. So over the next 3 to 4 weeks, we get into the middle chunk of that season. I'd say on the way, the next mile marker for Ohio State, you clearly have to go and treat the first road Big Ten game as the big deal that it is. And then you have sort of a lull at home against PJ Fleck and the Flecktones, the boat rowers. And then on the road at Illinois. I'll have to give that one some street cred because they're top 10 right now. Uh-oh.
Hi, microphone. How you doing?
Oh, that's what they call the silent time, Coach.
I'm using that all the time now.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Yes,
where is it? Where I got to find it on here. My array's all messed
Just
up. And then
type in
tomorrow it's
choke.
going to be even worse.
Type in choke.
No, I'm not typing in. I got to search for it.
Yeah, well, how's that working for you? It's already been 10 seconds.
That's called sometimes choke time, Coach.
All right, so anyway, that thing is stuck in my head.
Me too.
All day. Like I'm at the bus stop this morning. Samantha's there. She's wearing like a white T-shirt with cherries on it. One of the dogs that comes to the bus stop, Toby, comes to the bus stop, and he's excited to see people. So he sort of jumps up and puts his paws on you. Well, he put his paw on Samantha's white shirt and left a doggy paw mark, right? And she comes up to me and says, Daddy, my shirt. And she always wants to, she's always excited about the dog. She always wants a dog to jump on her, right? And I just said, well, that's what we call dog time, Coach.
See, you went with the dog time. You didn't go with like the paw time
No, I
or the
went dog
dirty time.
That's what, and she said, what? I said,
nothing.
We call dog time, Coach.
Ooh, that's called sometimes choke time, Coach.
Isn't that the good of it, though?
Is it?
I don't know.
The fact that it's just seeped into our dimension now, like we don't have enough?
Should that be my vanity plate? I don't know how I would fit that in.
Choke time?
Yeah, it's. I don't think I'd want to put that on the vanity
People
plate.
may follow you to your destination because they think you're up for some S&M.
That's right. I was gonna say, maybe it's
joke time.
Maybe it's not the bad choking. Maybe it's the good choking.
But for a while, I couldn't. Everything I was saying was, he is really put together.
Right.
I took a look at Baines in the shower. He looks like all of Australia. He is really put together.
So if you guys are sitting around like the dinner table or in your car and you find yourself saying these things, don't worry. We're doing it too. My wife hates me. She's going to divorce me.
No.
Well, she is. You know that.
No, you know that's too much of a hassle.
That's true.
Even if the love is completely lost, who's got time for that?
We'd be miserable for the rest of our lives.
Right.
All right, speaking of miserable, LSU beats Florida, and Brian Kelly, he's just a gem. All right, so they win this game. What was it score, 20-10?
Mm-hmm.
They win this game. Florida sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, this is typical SEC BS after the game. Oh, what a gritty performance by two SEC. No, it sucked. They both suck. LSU's offense sucks. And Brian Kelly was asked, like, hey, your offense, poopy time in the post-game press conference. Here's what he had to say.
Brian in the back, I know you love these immediate post-game sessions, but What are you seeing with your offense?
Stop. Really? Is that the first question? We won the game 20-10. Try another question. What do you want me to tell you? I just laid it out for you. We played the game to win the game. We played the game to win the game.
All right. How about third down then? What is going on with third down?
It's one game. Last game, we were great on third down. You're looking at this from the wrong perspective. LSU won the football game. Won the game. I don't know what you want from me. What do you want? You want us to win 70-0 against Florida to keep you happy?
No, I think people want to know why you can't run the ball, quite honestly.
We can run the ball. Did you see the last play of the game? That's all you need. You just need one. There's ridiculous questions. And I'm getting tired of it. That football team just worked their tail off to get an SEC win, and you want to know what's wrong. You know what? You're spoiled. You're spoiled. This team is 17-1 at night. 17-1. Give them some respect. How about that? Give them some respect instead of micro-analyzing every little thing. This is ridiculous. For a group of seasoned reporters, that kind of question is so out of line.
It's funny when he's aggravated, his southern accent disappears, but that's what we call big-time football coach. Did he just wake up? Was he volunteering at the UCLA? YMCA, by the way, UCLA is the YMCA. We'll talk about them a little bit later, too.
Oh, yes. I'm like cheering for UCLA.
Did somebody shake him and say, you're coaching Pee Wee today? Dude, you're one of the highest paid coaches in college football. You took a job in the SEC. Maybe you can get away with it at Notre Dame because your closest market, city of Chicago, barely cares about you. And South Bend's got a bunch of people off the turnip truck. But what the hell are we talking about?
Hold on.
You're that sensitive?
I cannot believe what a bum Brian Kelly sounds like. Correct me if I'm wrong. Have you ever, we have been around here doing radio after every single crucial Ryan Day loss and even some of the wins that don't just sit right.
Would never.
Has he ever sounded like that to the media when they're asking good questions and when you know that there's big expectations with the job in general?
Question. The media's job is not to take out the pom-poms and kiss your ass. Okay? How about some respect? Shut up. Show some respect for the guy who's got to do his job.
Show some respect for your job and your program and the expectations for your program. We're acting like this is not a blue blood.
This is a Nick Saban answer. Nick Saban is the type of guy who would give this answer. The difference between, though, Brian Kelly and Nick Saban is that Nick Saban would go out and win the national championship.
You know what, though? I don't even like that from Nick Saban. That was never something I ever liked with him, but he's won big time.
You can look at that and say, well, he's the winningest coach in college football. He's the GOAT, and he acts like a child, but results are there. Brian Kelly has had no results to speak of.
The fact that you could get that offended by a question that's actually pointing out some legitimacies with your football team is insane. He is a double-digit winning bum that will never coach for anything real that will go down in historical college football. You didn't win anything real for Notre Dame outside of getting to some, bowl games and BCS games and going to a national championship where you got blasted in. And LSU, sure, you hit 10-4, 10-3, 9-win team. You're undefeated now. There is not a team in college football that I now want to see lose more than LSU. You beat Florida at home at night by 10 points, and you had rushed for 40 yards before that guy hit the 51-yarder.
But
and you barely ran for 100 yards last week against the scrub team you beat.
He hit the 51-yarder.
Oh, that's all you need. That's all you need, right? Florida threw 5 interceptions. DJ Lagway threw 5 interceptions.
Man, does he suck or
And
what?
you needed that run to sort of salt the game away to beat Florida at night. Florida's 1-2. They're going to fire their coach, right? They got problems. They got ripped by South Florida, who just got destroyed by Miami. I'm telling you, this would be like if Ohio State beat Rutgers at home at night by 7 or 10, and Ryan Day just came to the press conference podium just whistling doodah, And anytime Tim, I said, what do you think happened out there? And he's like, would you just shut your mouth, you idiot?
17-1 at night.
We won a Big Ten game at night.
Sun go bye-bye.
What are we
LSU
talking
good.
about?
Now, I will defend him briefly.
What?
Hold on a second. I'm going to defend Brian Kelly briefly. And then I'm going to strip off my clothes and wash myself because I feel dirty.
Please don't.
For even thinking it.
Come on.
That is coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
Traffic is moving a little slow on eastbound 70 on the east side from Livingston Avenue to 33. And you're going to hit another slowdown if you're on eastbound 70 downtown between 71 and 4th Street. This report is sponsored by the International Hot Rod Association. Feel the thunder. The IHRA Outlaw Nitro Series explodes into Durana Dragway, West Salem, September 24th to 27th. Top Fuel, Funny Cars, Pro Mods, Nitro Harleys, Kids 12 and under, free. Get your IHRA All Access tickets now at IHRA.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. Together to serve you better. Schedule today at thewaterworks.com.
Imagine what it would feel like getting tackled head-on by a 240-pound linebacker. You'd be in serious pain, right? But if you're unbuckled in a car crash at just 50 miles an hour, you become a deadly projectile that can slam into other passengers with 8 times that amount of force. Don't let someone else take the hit. Buckle up and visit buckleup.ohio.gov to learn more. Brought to you by ODOT and ODPS.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks, and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 9/30. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I have the greenest lawn in the neighborhood every single year. And the reason why is Water and Weed Man. Good news, I'm only selling you one of them. Fall is the perfect time to improve your lawn for next year. The work you do or don't do now is directly reflected next spring. If you want a beautiful spring lawn, it starts now, not next April. Now through the end of September, mention the promo code Common Man and get a free blanket weed control with the purchase of a full program. For a free quote, go to weedman.com. That's weedman.com.
Wake up and laugh with the Bob and Tom Show on the Fan 2.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
It says here they've won 5 Marconi Awards. I can't even spell Marconi. The Fan 2, Columbus is home of the Bob and Tom Show.
Sounding an alarm.
Did any of this have to happen? No.
All new tomorrow. ABC 6 News continues to investigate the city's mandate to replace thousands of water meters in Columbus homes,
Nobody said that they could come and flood my house.
raising questions about who is doing the work.
You don't think constituents should be upset about this?
The hiring practices that are causing even more safety concerns.
Do you think our coverage exposed a lot about this company?
I think it's a good thing.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160. I work with the cops.
You're a cop?
No, but they do sign my paychecks.
Caitlin Olsen returns in High Potential, the #1 drama.
She was abducted. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, but I thought it'd be nice to let you have this one.
And one of the best new crime procedurals.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah.
High Potential, Tuesday night at 10 on ABC 6.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This show has over 50 years of combined radio experience. They also have a combined mental age of 11. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. You know a lot of Windows companies out there? Why should you trust UWD?
Because
as they call it in the business. Yes, because I do, and they trust me. They pay me cash money. And the team at Universal Windows Direct makes the whole process easy. From the free estimate to the professional installation, you'll get the comfort, the savings, and a fresh new look for your home. And how about this? Ooh. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. And there's no limit. So it's you buy 2, get 2 free because you need 4, right? But if you need 100, you only pay for 50.
Wow.
That's the way it works.
That's like a mansion.
Schedule your free in-home estimate today, 614-502-5220, or visit universalwindowsdirect.com. When we left you, I said that I would tepidly stick up for Brian Kelly.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Hold on a second now. He's a brat. He's a whiner. He's a loser. He's all those things. He will never be ultimately successful. However, perhaps after a big, air quote, conference win. I know it's not big because Florida sucks, but stick with me for a second. After a nice conference win, knowing that you're going to get to it at some point, maybe the first question out of the gate shouldn't be, hey, what's wrong with your offense? Maybe we can get into that, right? We can talk about that. And then maybe he has the same response. Maybe the first question out of the gate.
You know what? I don't really know. I don't know because Brian Kelly has been this guy forever. At least as far as I can tell, he's always been
He hasn't
short.
been this
always
chippy.
been stubborn.
He's in a
and
special
chippy.
mood this season.
He's got tone. I don't like his tone.
I agree with you.
Maybe he didn't like did the questioner have tone? Am I oblivious to the questioner's tone?
It was a little
because
bit,
of Brian Kelly.
It was a little bit of an aloof question. Let's listen to the question again.
Maybe.
Right in the back. I know you love these immediate post-game sessions, but what are you seeing with your offense?
Stop. Really? Is that the first question?
I don't think he had tone.
What are you saying with your offense?
I think he tried to create a buffer zone by that little comment of I know, these immediate press conferences, and that's tough.
I understand, but you have to sort of talk to a coach because a coach is a stunted child, okay? You have to talk to a coach like you would talk to your 6-year-old when you want them to do something for you. I mean, sure, you could just yell and scream, but it's easier if it's just like, hey, you know what? Ooh, got the Cabbage Patch Kids down on the ground there, huh? I like those Cabbage Patch Kids. How about we... What's your favorite one? How about we pick up your favorite one, go put it back on the shelf, and then we'll come back and we'll do the next one, right? Maybe that's the way you need to talk to coaches. Hey, coach, got that big run at the end there, but, good win for you guys, but a little bit of a struggle on offense. But did you see some positive steps that you can take for the next game? Everybody knows what you mean. Everybody knows that you're talking to them like a toddler. But maybe you phrase the question a little bit better.
I think you were saying this yourself about how that's not the media's job,
You're right. You know
I
what?
almost
Ted,
appreciate.
Go get the soft soap. I'm going to wash my mouth out.
I want to, Christmas story you and just shove the bar of soap in your mouth for trying to do this for Brian Kelly.
Life boy.
I want someone to actually try to, and not intentionally, but the more we can see Brian Kelly reacting like this when you bring honest football questions to the table, when you're a team that beat Clemson on the road at night, right?
I'm sorry.
And then you're thinking that this win over 1-2 Florida, a middle of the road SEC team this year at best, and you're supposed to compete for a national championship. We can't criticize.
You're right.
I know. You're saying you're right.
I know. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm
okay.
Sorry. It's okay.
I hope he falls down.
It's okay. It's like his voice, the sound of his voice makes you want to regurgitate. But all right, Brian Kelly sucks. We hope LSU loses.
Other things around college football. We were talking earlier about how we're still learning things, still early, especially with a 12-team playoff. But I think we do have the answer to something. You correct me if you don't agree.
Okay.
But, before the season, there were a handful of teams, realistically, that we could talk about winning a national championship. You can take one of those teams and throw it right in the trash.
In the garbage.
And that is Clemson.
Clemson's in the garbage.
They are trash. Yep. They're done. Dabo is done.
Dabo's like Brian Kelly now. I mean, the only difference is he won titles, so you can never.
What, though?
It's a big difference.
That's a big difference, Timmy.
It's a big difference. But also, does winning 2 titles that long ago just keep you your job?
No,
forever? When there's expectations,
it doesn't. But you
talk about that too.
remember how hot the girl used to be, and you hope that they can get back to that at some point.
I got news for you. It's not. Do you think that this thing is turning around at this point? If this was the team with this veteran quarterback in Klubnik, you can't like it at all. And by the way, what the hell was Georgia Tech? I don't know why I sounded Joe Biden when I did that transition, but whoa, field goal. Oh, yeah, run the ball up the middle, no timeouts. Oh, settle for a 68-yard field goal. Try to beat him. Okay. Hey, yay, we win.
60, what was it, 55?
It was long, man.
It was long.
What were they thinking?
Never a doubt, right? Teddy's a Cowboy fan.
The fire drill field goal was
great. 86-yard field goals
Brandon
yesterday.
Aubrey, yeah. That's all you have. You got an easy
field goal. What did he hit, 64?
64. Yes.
This is ridiculous. Easy. We'll do NFL Hour coming up. They need to shrink the uprights to like 10 feet in the NFL. I'm talking thinner than rugby because these guys are kicking the ball 70, 85 yards. It's ridiculous. But no, I mean, Georgia Tech with the win, that was major. That was monumental in college football. It tells you something about Clemson, how they're not that team. I mean, I don't think Georgia Tech is a horrendous loss going on the road there because Haynes King, I think, is a fun player to watch, and they're a decent team.
But he was half out.
Clemson's supposed to be a title contender, and they're done now. They're done.
No, people talked about them before the season having the talent to go undefeated.
Yeah.
First team to go undefeated
and you
in the 12-team playoff
2 of your first 3 games. And you had LSU at home.
And didn't look good while doing it.
What's your take on Notre Dame with the 0-2 start and still being ranked 24?
I'm surprised that their defense has looked so iffy.
Yeah.
I'm not. I was actually, you would think, you tell a Notre Dame fan before the game, hey, Texas A&M at home, you're going to score 40.
Mm-hmm. You're thinking
they're
going to lose that game by 14 points. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Instead, you're going to score 40 and lose. That's what I think is keeping Marcus Freeman up at night.
No, you're right. And we understand that there was a penalty on that last 4th down touchdown, but that's how it goes, right? Not every call is going to get made, and you cannot give up 41 points and win the football game at home.
All right, bad news for the Bengals. Joey B, ouchie toe. Bad news for the Browns because they exist. We'll talk about it all coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 5-minute delay if you're on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. And you're looking at a couple minutes slowdown on eastbound 33 between 270 and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Voted Best Credit Union for the past 7 years in a row by CBUS Top Picks. Visit bmifcu.org to learn more.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-58-99966.
Listen up. ESPN Unlimited is now included at no extra cost with Spectrum TV. Spectrum gives you everything from ESPN, live games, original series, top analysis, and more. Spectrum is really stepping up with this offer, and you get more of me, Stephen A. Smith. Get your act together and go to spectrum.com/entertainment for details. ESPN Unlimited and more popular streaming apps are included at no extra cost with Spectrum TV. Restrictions apply.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease 2 Elantras for $222. That's right, lease 2 new 2025 Elantra SEs for just $222 a month for a 2-year lease. Both your new Elantras come with owner assurance and America's Best Warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. In Columbus or Dublin or GLakesHyundai.com. With a credit, $39.99 down per unit plus taxes, fees. First month payment, 10K miles per year, ends 9/30.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
Scotty Vegas here. Smartest bet of the season? Bet on yourself. I needed a weight loss plan that fit into real life. Tailgates, road trips, kids' nights, and still lets you eat. Week 1 with Awaken 180, I was down 6. By the end, 45 pounds gone. That's with wings, chili, meatballs, sausages, all the good stuff. It's the tailgate transformation. Structure, coaching, and food that tastes like a win. Make the smart play. Start your tailgate transformation at awaken180weightloss.com.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $300 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spread, totals, player props.
$300 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. TNCs apply. In-app only.
Ever wonder where your go-to maintenance person gets the metal products they need to fix yours and everyone else's problems? The best in the business go to Metal Supermarkets for their wide variety of metal products and shapes to tackle projects from simple to complex. Metal Supermarkets is your source for all metals cut to size and ready fast. No minimum order with maximum service. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or at Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to be complicated. At Schneider, we make it easy to get your commercial driver's license and start your new career. With our CDL apprenticeship training, you'll get paid to become a truck driver in just 5 to 6 weeks and have a Schneider driving job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Schneider will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Ready to get your career on the road? Learn more and apply today at SchneiderJobs.com. That's SchneiderJobs.com.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Jerry. You know, as much as I enjoy being a professional inventor, a few of my dream inventions still elude me.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, the bruiseless avocado.
Ooh.
The unlosable TV remote.
Could change the world.
And for you, Aaron, the uncloggable drain.
Get Eco.
Until you crack it, Jerry. You know our 93 or free drain clearing offer is the next best thing.
Okay. Explain yourself.
Get Eco.
Our drain team will clear your drain for just $93. If we can't clear it, it's free. And we guarantee it'll stay clear for at least a year, or we will clear it again for free.
Get Eco.
We'll even send our little robot camera down there to make sure you don't have a larger problem that could cause more trouble in the future.
Get Eco.
You think your guys could bring that robot over to my place and help me find that TV remote?
I think that's impossible even for us.
Get Eco.
Eco, plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
If your garage door has been around since disco was groovy, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, transforming the look of people's homes with beautiful Clopay doors for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. From the NFL, Buccaneers and Texans clash at 7, then the Chargers and Raiders battle at 10. NFL injury updates, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow will undergo toe surgery and will miss at least 3 months. Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy likely out for Sunday due to an ankle sprain. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels questionable with a knee injury, and Bears corner Jalen Johnson out indefinitely with a groin injury. Baseball tonight, Cincinnati visits St. Louis at 7:45. Redlegs 2.5 games out of the third NL wildcard spot. Cleveland's off before 3 games at Detroit, trailing the Tigers by 6.5 games in the AL Central. This update sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union and Germain Toyota, the best selection of new and used cars in Central Ohio. View their full selection of vehicles online at germaintoyota.net. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
1, 2, 3. Football season is weird because we actually look forward to Mondays. It's Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan.
Let's get one thing perfectly clear. If you're not willing to kill baby Hitler, you're a moron. This is Common Man and Timmy.
Mike, do you remember your first time? Many men do. You can't even believe I asked you that, can you?
I can remember.
You really can't.
The girl wants to forget. I can remember.
But it's not the first time that you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction, I can't even get over my line there, ruin that moment.
Well,
ED is
Erection Monday.
It is, right? It is. So that dreaded 2-letter acronym,
Right,
ED.
Reaction.
Oh, Reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But hey,
Sorry.
good news. If you've ever suffered or are suffering from ED, we have our friends at Tri-State Men's Health that are here to help. That's what they do. They've got treatments when the pills or herbals fail. They've got treatments with success rates over 90%, and some can have you last an hour or more. Dear God. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make that the last time it happens. The last time indeed. So schedule a consult today. Go to tristatemenshealth.com. That initial visit, just $99. You get that test dose in the office. If it doesn't work there, the visit is free. You could be doing it the day after your appointment. tristatemenshealth.com.
Football yesterday, Bengals with a dramatic win against the Jags. You were in attendance. You went down there for the game.
Yep, the Hall boys went down, checked out the game. So, my goodness, it was hotter than hell. It was 92 down there, sitting up there. But to see Joey B go down early in this football game, it's almost like you come to expect it with the way that this offensive line has been for years now, right? You go into every single season as a Bengals fan just hoping and praying that offensive line doesn't leak like a sieve.
I mean, that's not necessarily the fact that he tore ligaments in his toe.
But he was running
isn't necessarily an offensive line
issue. He was
issue.
running his ass off the second after he snapped the ball, which was, it seems like they just get into modes where it's a set of downs, it's first down. They just say, you know what, we're not going to block for Joe this drive. In 3 plays, he's going to get back there and run for his life, and maybe he can get rid of it. Maybe he can't. It felt like that yesterday, and thankfully Jake Browning was there to come in and save the day for him.
Get used to it because Joe Burrow is going to need surgery on that toe. Going to be out like 3 months, which last time I looked at the calendar is pretty much the entire regular season.
Yeah, it's about the whole season. You'd think you can keep them afloat until late December, and hopefully you're still in a playoff window. And I don't know if there's any scenario outside of Jake Browning throwing for 52 touchdowns this year where the instant Joe Burrow says he's good to go, if they're in a playoff run where he's not right back in the saddle.
Well, you brought it up before the season started, and I sort of made fun of you because you're like, all they have to do is score 30 a game, and they'll be all right. Yeah, that's easy to do, you moron.
You idiot.
But that defense is not very good, at least not yet.
No.
And if they're going to play like that, I mean, the only saving grace yesterday was the fact that Zach Taylor met his match with stupid. Liam Cohen, stupid.
Dude.
Mr. Cohen, always here.
Yes,
and
yes, he
dumb,
is.
right?
And it's almost like week 1 when you beat a team like the Browns. Trash, right? Let's not go thinking that the defense is fixed. The Jags, a better team, but I don't think the Jags are some I think I did pick them to make the playoffs if I go back to my
there you go.
AFC
There's
South.
your answer.
But they made a lot of mistakes in that game, too, that sort of neutralized what Jake Browning was doing, trying to get his sea legs. He had the 3 interceptions, but Trevor Lawrence had the 2 picks, and then they're going for it late in the game after that last Browning INT, and BTJ can't catch the ball that's right in his chest plate, and then they get the chance for that last drive to go in and score. So I still think there's going to be some concerns and some trying times for the Bengals ahead.
All right, looky here. I got something for you.
What do you got?
Now, you're not a Bengal fan, but your son
I
is.
cheer for them because
your son's a big Bengal
my
fan.
son's a fan. We watch them in our house. I cheer for them.
And if the Commanders aren't on, you're watching the Bengals.
Them. Yeah.
I don't think Jake Browning is going to be the guy for the rest of the season. I think they hit the trade market and pick up a veteran.
No kidding.
Yeah, I do. And I think
do
that
you have
veteran,
an idea?
I do. Exactly. He is a backup quarterback currently in this league. He has played for the Bengals previously.
I see.
And he is a flaming ginger Andy Dalton.
Why didn't I think of that?
Andy Dalton is just sitting there behind Bryce Young. Okay? And look, I'm not saying that he's going to save the season. I have no idea. But you hope that you get sort of a Joe Flacco situation going. That or you roll the dice with Jake Browning. I don't think he's good enough to do it. I don't.
I mean, we all saw it there yesterday. We saw the 3 interceptions.
But he was
pretty
still
concerning.
airing it out, though.
Well, you have to.
You let it go, just like Flacco, my Cracko.
Flacco, my Cracko.
If you don't have any other ideas like the one that you just presented, and I got to think about that one. Like, you excite me when you say Red Rifle more than Red Rocket. Like, let's go. Andy Dalton has a lot of experience. He's 37 years old, so he's way up there, but he's not Joe Flacco.
There's no great scenario.
There's no great option, right?
No one who's great
Joe Burrow
is
injured.
available to you.
Right. You're trying to make the most of what you can do.
Although
the fans, I think, would really welcome something like that.
Now, not
for
great.
a guy like Dalton.
Okay, not
in this
great.
trying time.
But not necessarily ancient either. And he said last week, never say never. I'm keeping myself in shape. Derek Carr.
Yes, that's right. Derek Carr did say.
I'm just saying, this is a situation where we love the offensive talent that's around this team, right? He sees that and says, well, if I'm going to come back, I may as well come back to a team that some people think can win the Super Bowl with all the offensive talent there, right?
It's a lot of talent, and there's going to be a lot of chewing on this because Jake Browning filled in for Joe Burrow once before. We know that when he blew out his forearm or his wrist ligament.
How many games did he start, though?
He had to, I'm pulling that up now. He threw for 1,900 yards, 12 touchdowns, 7 picks. It certainly wasn't poor football. 70% completion percentage, too. That was in 2023. He barely made an appearance last year in 2024 because that's how it should be when Joe Burrow is all the way healthy. This is a tough one. This really is a tough one because I saw it firsthand, and I want to give him the benefit of the doubt for the turnovers because you're thrust in there. You're not really planning on going. You didn't get any first-team reps all week in practice, but the job of the backup is to just that, to come in and try to play good football while minimizing those mistakes. In 3 interceptions, the way that they were there, and it wasn't like those were tipped ball interceptions. Those were, oh, Jake, why are you throwing that? Why? Don't do that. Just eat the play. Take a sack. Try again the next time, or we can punt it. No. So it's hard for me. It's hard for me. I could tell the fans were loving him because he came back and won that game, and he had the rushing touchdown to steal a victory. They're 2-0. That's the good news.
That's the good news.
But I doubt that it's going to be all rainbows and mistake-free football if you go with Jake Browning the rest of the way, and if they're even a playoff team by the time Joe gets healthy.
He's a backup quarterback. He's a serviceable backup quarterback. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, I would say serviceable backup quarterback.
But
they're
now,
asking questions like, is he the best backup quarterback in the league? Come on.
I'll answer.
I can't say that.
But now you're in a position where you need a starting quarterback. Joe's not coming back for 3 months. You need a starting quarterback. I want a guy who started a lot of football games, even if the prime is past. So a guy like Andy Dalton makes more sense to me. I pick up the phone and I call Derek Carr.
Do you think that gap, though, between knowing the offensive playbook and coming right off the street, like, yes, more experience, but the fact that Jake has been there since 2023? learning what they're doing? What's like the gap between that for you?
I think too much is put into I know the playbook, I know the offense. The reality is,
can you read defenses and play?
Right, these guys are veterans. They've read defenses, and here's the playbook: throw to expensive wide receivers.
You said it
as much as humanly possible.
You said it because when he was just getting the ball to number one's hands, then the offense was flourishing. Throw the ball to Jamar. Throw the ball
How
to
many
T.
catches does Jamar have through 2 weeks? Is it like 28? Like some ridiculous amount of catches.
He had a lot in that game yesterday.
I think he had 14 yesterday. I want to say he had 14 or 15 week 1.
He has 16 catches now for 191 yards through 2 games. So
he only had a couple catches in week 1?
So not 28.
He had 2 catches and then 14 catches.
Why did I think he had 14 catches in week 1?
He had
Browns shut him down.
2 catches for 26 yards. He didn't do anything against the Browns.
You know what? You're right.
Browns shut him down.
Why am I even here, Teddy? Thank God you're here.
The Bengals could also get Joe Flacco.
Flacco, my Cracko.
I was gonna say it.
Get Shador.
No, Shador.
No.
Bad.
No. Scout team.
Shador apparently nixed being traded by the Ravens. Not traded.
Drafted.
You know what? I'm going to give up now.
Hey, where's
Let's
that
go
Zeta?
on break time.
Hey, where's that Zeta? Bring that Zeta in.
They don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Oh, I understand it. Other big-time football in the league yesterday. We'll chat about it next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's causing some holdup on Alum Creek Drive at Livingston Avenue, and you're going to hit another slowdown on eastbound 670 from 3rd Street to 71. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority. Are your windows sticking? Is your drywall cracking? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the foundation repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. Licensed in all states where work is performed. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Brought to you by Metal Supermarkets. From hobbyists and machine shops to manufacturers and maintenance departments, visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com for all your metal needs.
Men, the summer is here. Longer days, warmer nights, and romance in the air. Intimate dinners, walks on the beach, dancing in the moonlight. But if you have erectile dysfunction, you know it can ruin romance, both for you and the one you love. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you have ED, don't let another summer go by without getting treated, because intimacy is one of the greatest things in life, and fear of not being able to perform should not be something you have to deal with. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts. We've successfully treated tens of thousands of men. Our protocols work when others don't, and we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. You could even last up to an hour or more and perform like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Scotty Vegas here. Smartest bet of the season? Bet on yourself. I needed a weight loss plan that fit into real life. Tailgates, road trips, kids' nights, and still lets you eat. Week 1 with Awaken 180, I was down 6. By the end, 45 pounds gone. That's with wings, chili, meatballs, sausages, all the good stuff. It's the Tailgate transformation. Structure, coaching, and food that tastes like a win. Make the smart play. Start your Tailgate transformation at awaken180weightloss.com.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Wow, that nagging joint pain, you know the one. Sometimes it's from maybe years of hard work. Sometimes it's just an old injury that never healed right. I know I've got plenty of those. Either way, it's been calling the shots in your life for far too long. But that stops right now. Hey, Bobby Carpenter here, and QC Kinetics is here in Columbus to flip the script. Dr. Walkoff and his team are going to use regenerative medicine, just like I got, advanced cellular treatments that will help your body heal itself. It's going to restore the damaged tissues. It's not a cover-up for it. It's not pills. It's not scalpels. It's long-term lasting relief. So you don't have to operate your life around the pain anymore. QC Kinetics, no surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Just smarter and natural ways to heal your body. Make sure you bring your MRI, bring your x-rays. They'll tell you if you're a good candidate. The consultation is free. So just call QC Kinetics at 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. Or visit them at qckinetics.com/Columbus.
Your new Columbus home for the Jim Rome Show is the Fan 2.
Catch the live experience weekdays from 3 to 6.
Just one requirement. Have a take and don't suck. The Fan 2, Columbus's home of the Jim Rome Show.
The Ohio Lottery's new $5 scratch-off Win Big has a top prize of $100,000. And with the Ohio Lottery app, all non-winning tickets can be entered into a My Lotto Rewards second chance promotion to win Cleveland or Cincinnati football tickets or even a trip to football's biggest game. And that's more exhilarating than a cooler of sports drink dumped on you. So exhilarating. Win big from the Ohio Lottery. A celebration waiting to happen. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Got a teen athlete? Then you know putting in the hours is all part of the game. But did you know the same goes for learning how to drive? Because just like playing a sport, learning to drive takes practice. The only difference is the stakes are even higher. 50 hours of practice time driving with you? Worth every minute. Gear up at teachyourteentodrive.ohio.gov.
With Amazon Business, smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Blue skies, light winds, but a little toasty on this Monday. Temperatures running in the mid to upper 80s. Overnight will drop back down to around 60 degrees. Clear skies and light winds. More of the same for Tuesday. Temperatures back in the mid 80s with mostly sunny skies Tuesday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Please take note of this warning. This show will mess you up. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Hey, please subscribe to the podcast for this stupid show. And the other stupid shows here at the... You know what? I don't care about them.
Yeah,
I care about
Yeah,
us.
you do.
Go to wherever you get your audio. Search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling.
And if they don't, please do let us know if our Zeta switch does something.
We are switching out our entire lifeblood here at the radio station tonight at about 8 o'clock. I mean, we've had the same software formula that does Formula.
Formula One. Our software.
Program,
it's our
I
program.
Guess. Yes, not
our
formula.
It's our computer software. It's
done everything
runs the radio station
for us for 25 years. Well, they're not making the software anymore. We had to change to a different software. It's a completely new change. We're trying to install it as we speak. The official changeover is tonight at 8 o'clock. So if you tune in tonight, we're off the air. That's why.
And what are we going to call this? Like the name of it is Zeta, created by and founded by Catherine Zeta-Jones. Her and Michael Douglas, they oversee this.
Mm-hmm.
But is that just what we're going to call it? Zeta? The Zeta?
What else do you want to call it?
I don't know.
Z-Man.
The Z-Man. The Z-Man was a great barbecue sandwich I used to have at Kansas City Joe's back in the day. If anyone ever travels out there, 2 places to hit, Jack Stacks, and then try yourself some Kansas City Joe's, the original ones in an old gas station.
What was on the Z-Man? What was on the sandwich?
The Z-Man had the sliced sausage in addition to the pulled pork.
I love a good smoked sausage.
Oh, it's just
barbecue
like the little
sausage, delicious.
The combo. I mean, you think about the combo platter for different barbecue meats, but putting different barbecue meats on a sandwich with all the different barbecue sauce choices, so good.
I was watching, of course, Buckeyes on Saturday night. I also had my eye on another game, and that is the Crew All right, the
Oh, my
Crew
God.
went to Atlanta and took a 5-0 lead.
I took my eye off the Crew.
As you should. They took a 5-0 lead. That's like the Buckeyes going out and taking a 70-0 lead for the most part, and they gave almost all of it back. They won 5-4. It was ridiculous.
Diego Rossi had a hat trick.
Well, good news, bad news.
Yeah, good news, bad news indeed.
Good news, you got your 3 points on the road. Desperately needed it for a team that's not been playing well. Bad news,
That's
Diego
what they
Rossi.
call the hamstring time.
Got the hammy time. He's going to miss 2 to 4 weeks, and this team is cooked. I think so.
Cooking
at least.
them? I mean, they've been a weird team.
Yeah.
They've been a weird team this year. It looked like they were going to handle the Cucho transition a little bit better, and then the adversity hit, and then some of the losses started to pile up. But
why no Cucho?
I don't know. I'm going to hold out hope that they're making the postseason. At least maybe they can get hot.
Brownies do what they were supposed to do against the Ravens, lose. No, no surprise, right?
You know what, though? Congratulations. They held Derrick Henry down. So it's like they won. They were talking that smack about Derrick Henry being easy to tackle.
It's like they won.
It's just like they won.
You know what amazes me, too, is that Lamar Jackson, and I'm not saying that he's not a good thrower of the football. Clearly he is.
Oh, he is.
I mean, he's got an arm on him. He can do it. You don't need me to tell you that. The guy's been an MVP in this league. But it amazes me how many little noodle throws he can make that just find the spot.
Well, what about that? What about that one, though, where he was running for his life and then rifled it? I think it was the 3rd down and 13.
He can do both. He can put a little soft
that
noodle
one
throw,
wasn't noodle.
And then he can rifle it.
And he's getting ripped down by a defender while he does it. Do you think he gets enough credit for how strong of a quarterback he is? Because I think when he came into the league and people thought about the way that he was going to run the football and maybe his skinnier, nimble frame, that he was going to get beat up a lot.
Last offseason, he talked about how he was losing weight. I think he lost like 10, 15 pounds, and a lot of people were concerned.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, is that going to affect durability?
He's listed. You're right. He is listed at 6'2", 205. 205 is pretty fleet of frame.
He used to be heavier than that.
Yeah.
And, he goes out last season, had a fantastic year, stayed healthy for the entire season.
But I guess my point is I never, thinking about this as a Ravens fan, maybe you think of it differently, and your heart is in your stomach whenever he takes a hit. I never feel that way as a neutral football fan, that when he goes out to run the football, that he can't take that hit.
He always seems to be in control of the situation.
He seems to be in control of how he goes down.
Right.
And that's not a guy that slides every time. That's a guy that runs between the tackles, runs up the middle, gets hit, and always seems to pop right up and dust his shoulders off, and is fine. And didn't Miles get him twice? Which sucks for that guy. He's getting paid a lot of money.
He
sucks to be a great player on a team that is this bad. But
hey man, he had his whole little poo-poo party.
He did.
In the offseason around Super Bowl time. I don't want to play here. I want to play for a winner. All of a sudden that changed when Daddy Warbucks showed up. Look, you knew what this franchise was going to be. Garbage.
And you know what? He shows up to work every day and he gets after the quarterback. He's still one of the best defenders in football, if not the best defender in football. To bring down Lamar Jackson twice in a football game is pretty substantial, but it all amounted to a 41-17 loss.
Elsewhere around the league, we had the Cowboys and the Giants. Hey, Teddy, that was a hell of a game. Cowboys win in overtime.
Yeah, very competitive game by those two.
It was very competitive. It was very fun to watch. However, that does not mean both these teams are good.
No, it does not.
I couldn't help but think this was like Anna Nicole Smith and Jessica Simpson playing chess. Very, very competitive.
Nice.
Maybe some panties fly around. I don't know. Aggressive.
What's this
like current
castle
day
do? Does this go diagonal?
I mean, it's good.
Would that be like current day or like 20 years ago?
Well, Anna Nicole's dead, so.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I don't know about that.
She's playing from beyond the grave.
That's correct.
For the Queen.
Bears give up 52 to the Lions. Of course they do. Of course they do.
This was the one that I was sad that I missed a lot of this Lions
Why were you sad?
Bears. I wanted to see what Caleb Williams looked like during this game.
He looked like he's looked for the past year and change.
No step.
Pretty lost.
Took 4 sacks.
Even when
the pick.
4 sacks, that's like a parade time. even when you had bigger plays in this game, it was because, like, you had a big run after the catch with Roma Duze.
Yeah, had two touchdowns to him in the first half.
Fine.
And that was it.
He's garbage. His team is garbage. I can't believe I ever picked him to do anything.
Well, if you think about this, if you think about the draft class of quarterbacks from last year, right? And how Drake May is starting to look, how Bo Nix has looked, even though they lost to the Colts, and that was a crazy game.
Garbage, too.
Even though we've got Jaden Daniels, you've got to have some bums, right? What percentage of first-round drafted quarterbacks winds up hitting? Is it a coin flip at best?
Why do I always get the bums?
I'm sorry. You get Mitchell Trubisky. You get, is Justin Fields, I don't want to call Justin Fields a bum.
Justin Fields is a bum.
Okay.
He
could be ouchy.
He's on team number 3. He's a bum.
You don't usually go to team number 3 and then wind up scoring a mega rich contract. There have been recent exceptions, and I'd like to think that Justin could be that guy, but you did say it. He is on team number 3. But Caleb Williams, the number 1 overall pick, I don't want to close the book on him yet, but he could be the bum of that draft class.
He's a bum.
He could be a bum.
Speaking of bums, Dolphins are 0-2 after losing to the Patriots. Mike McDaniel has no answers. It's time for him to go.
He's not long for that job.
He gets thinner every single week, too. He's got the gold glasses and the gold watch. He looks like an SNL parody of himself.
He does. The gold glasses are going to be sliding off his face because he's shrinking. He looks gaunt.
Mac Jones and the 49ers survived the Saints. Bills destroyed the Jets. Justin Fields concussed. Seahawks beat the Steelers. I think we did learn about that a little bit. Talk about what do we know after 2 weeks? Well, we know that perhaps that big Steeler dramatic-looking victory against the Jets was maybe not anything to write home about.
Because that was the Jets.
Because we saw then what the Jets
Still the Jets.
The next week. And I think we saw what we assumed we were going to see from that Steeler offense and Aaron Rodgers in week 2. Now, what we didn't expect to see, or at least I didn't, was this Steeler defense look like hot trash for 2 games.
Yeah, you let Sam Darnold ring you up for almost 300 yards, and that is the type of game that you got to win when you're at home, right? It's not a divisional game, but the Seahawks are not, a 14,
that
15
touchdown
win
run
team.
They
You
gave
want to
up
win that
to
game.
Kenneth Walker on that 3rd and long, where they're just essentially just playing for a field goal at that point. You just let them waltz right in the end zone.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And then, of course, you have the special teams mishap. Who's the jabron?
Oh, my God. Was that the Caleb Johnson? Was that the Iowa kid?
Caleb Johnson, the rookie guy, where it's, I don't understand how you can make such a blunder. I mean, this is your job. This is my fear when, like, Jeremiah Smith goes back there, because that's not his job. His job is to go out there and be awesome catching passes. And then once in a while, he'll go back and field a punt. This guy's job is to know the rules on special team.
He didn't know him. He didn't know
But
him.
even if it was last year's rules.
He touched the ball,
the ball and then just looked at it.
He almost touched the ball, to which your mind would say, oh, no, like my fingertip got it.
The replay showed that he touched the ball.
Yeah, no, they
were losing that ball regardless.
Shocking. That was such an incredible blunder. I don't know what they have in store for Caleb Johnson in the future. Didn't really follow that much in Steeler camp for what his role is to be. But my God, you think that's one of the old cut you on Monday type moves. And how about, why did the Seahawks player run so fast to recover that when the ball literally stopped?
He almost screwed himself.
It was incredible.
He almost didn't have possession.
Yeah.
It would have been a safety at that point.
And that's a big difference, because all you had to do is gingerly walk up to it. There were no Steelers in the area.
Nobody was in the area.
Make sure your feet
he just
are
had
inbound.
to literally pick up the ball.
Squeeze the ball, and he ran up to it like Tom Cruise running in Mission Impossible and slid through the back of the end zone. I'm shocked he was able to recover that football.
There is another team in the league that confuses me greatly. We'll talk about him in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 30-minute delay due to a crash that's blocking the 2 right lanes on westbound 670 between 315 and Grandview Avenue. And we've got a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Leeds Farm. Come join the fall fun that includes hay rides, zip lines, 2 pumpkin jumps, straw forts, farm animals, and more. Leeds Farm is open 6 weekends only, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at leedsfarm.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War, by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank.
Guys, this sports season, it's game on at Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? They've got a winning game plan with personalized TRT. Book your free consultation and automatically enter for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events. Female patients also eligible. For more info and to book your appointment, visit trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
5 words no one wants to hear. You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
2 men who are not allowed to sleep in the same room as their wives. This is Man and Timmy.
This dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. Foodgasm coming up at 4:46. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark. 1 hour from now, we're talking NFL. There is a team that confuses me. I want to get your take on them.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the Indianapolis Colts. So they find themselves at 2-0. How about this for a stat? They are the first team in NFL history since the merger to not punt in either of their first 2 regular season games.
And that's the team to do it.
This year's Colts. Headlined by Dan Jones.
It's shocking. It's shocking. And you look at the upcoming schedule, they're going to go play the Titans with Cam Ward, who is still finding his sea legs. And then they play the Rams on the road, which that's a favorable environment to play a road game, is the way I would put that. Not to say the Rams are a bad team.
Though.
Yeah, they're a good football team. But as far as the road crowd, that's not the worst. There's some intrigue for maybe this Colts team is going to be okay. But I got to see more, though, because it's still Dan Jones.
2 home games, right? One was against the Dolphins, who we now know to be trash, I think, right?
Dolphins, no, they stink.
The Broncos were a playoff team, and a lot of people expected them to take another step this year.
Yeah,
but
that's a solid win yesterday.
That's a nice, solid divisional win, right?
Well, not divisional, but it's just a good conference win.
They not in the same division?
No,
they're not.
Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, whoever.
Who cares?
AFC West, AFC South.
That's trying to get ahead.
Counting. What do you got in that briefcase there?
Crackers.
Yeah, that's right.
They go on the road to Tennessee, another very winnable game.
Oh, yeah. You're almost getting greedy now if you're a Colts fan, because you're probably already making your mind up as a 3-0 team. That's maybe like how we're talking this through. We're assuming things about the Colts, and maybe Cam Ward snaps to life and has a good game, and they get their first win.
We always have one of these teams, though, that starts the season really, really hot. They look good, and then they fade. I'm not saying that's their destiny, but I still have a hard time taking the Colts seriously.
I'll put it this way, though. We all know that Jonathan Taylor is an outstanding running back, right? Are you getting outside of 5 running backs before you mention Jonathan Taylor's name? When he looks completely healthy, as fast as he is, as physical as he is, can do some things out of the backfield. Taylor's got 77 receiving yards through 2 games and 236 rushing yards. That's outstanding production. Fantasy football owners are happy there. And I think you look at what Brock Bowers was last year for the Raiders, for a team that did not have an outstanding quarterback and you needed that kind of help in the passing game. Look at what Tyler Warren was. We know what a good player he was being here in the Big Ten. That dude could play football. Penn State's tight end for the last couple years. He shined. He looks like he's going to be a prime target for Dan Jones. And they got a nice group of wide receivers. No studs, but a lot of guys that know how to play.
Kansas City falls to 0-2 after losing an ugly one, tough one.
Are we ready for this? Are we, just as neutral football fans, ready to see Kansas City get knocked down a perch and see what Patrick Mahomes does about it?
Yeah, I think so.
I am.
I mean, unless you're a Kansas City fan, then obviously you don't want to see it. But
go to hell. You've won 1 million Super Bowls.
I think you look around, and if we're being objective, and Worthy was still out with his injury, there's not a lot of talent on that team. I mean, you hand the ball off to Kareem Hunt. Travis Kelce looks like he's 1 million years old.
Yeah.
Sometimes out there.
Isaiah Pacheco is good. I don't know. He's not a great running back.
Price is Right game, Pacheco?
Pacheco, yeah. Sound a little like Palinko.
Plinko.
Yeah.
Plinko.
Palinko.
Sounds like a nice drink.
And you know what? Pat Mahomes was missing guys, too. Pat Mahomes connected on a late touchdown to what's his name? Was it Thornton? What's the dude's name?
Tyquan Thornton. It's like, who the hell are these guys?
But I'm just saying, he had a late touchdown pass to him, but he also could have had another touchdown pass to him. He was wide ass open.
Travis Kelce
saved himself 2 minutes on the clock.
What about Travis Kelce in this game? He has 61 yards receiving, but you're dropping a ball that's in your hands and it gets intercepted. Intercepted.
Yeah.
You can't have that happen.
Can't have the interception.
No.
And then last night we had the Vikings and the Falcons. Everybody was all high on J.J. McCarthy. Oh, look at that fourth quarter against the Bears. Well, here's what we know about the Bears defense. Trash. Okay? J.J. McCarthy looked like trash last night before he hurt himself. Now he's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks with ankle time, coach. Here's another question that I have. He's not the only one to do this, but J.J. McCarthy is fresh in my mind. At what point are we getting so ridiculous with the eye black that we have just white boys essentially doing blackface? J.J. McCarthy looks like he's going to sing a song. Mamby is coming up.
No.
What are we doing?
It's
too much, JJ.
It's a little much, JJ. We're not in college anymore, JJ. Is it another one of those things, too, where it's too, like, trendy youth football player type of stuff? Like I'm in middle school, high school football, just rubbing all this stuff all over my face.
You know
just
what
to
I don't
look
like
cool.
about it? He's too nice. He's talking to Melissa Stark during the game.
He's very respectful.
Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Melissa.
Yeah.
Oh, good to talk to you. Oh, I was watching you when I was a young boy.
He's a very respectful boy. He certainly is.
Too nice.
Yeah. He's good. Oh, man. But go rewind to the Eagles-Chiefs game for 1 second with me. What is your take now on the tush push? I know this was a big topic. It's a big topic of conversation every single year.
Well,
where the competition committee gets together. My thing with it is if somebody figures out a winning play in football and they're going to maximize that and put a lot of effort into it, I'm cool. But the other thing that you got to remember to do is make sure that it's within the confines of the rules.
Well, that's the thing.
And they have. It's funny because they have the competition committee vote on this, but yet when they're on the field, the refs forget to look at things like false start, what the center's position is on the snap of the football, critical things that give them way more of an advantage, and they already have a big advantage because they're good at that play.
We saw several times in that game where it was stopped.
Yeah.
Right? Now it was stopped on third down, and they went on fourth down and converted, but it can be stopped.
Right.
We've seen it stop. But to your point, if you're going to let the offensive lineman get a half a second head start, and you're going to have the center just have the ball in his nuts when he's snapping it.
It's not quite fair.
You're bending the rules for a play that's a little iffy to begin with.
They're already
Whoever was
so
on the
good.
crew should have to answer for that today, right?
I think so.
That's a huge play. I'm not saying that the Chiefs go out and win that game if you call off sides, but you're backing them up to the 5 or the 6 at that point. You actually have to run a play.
I heard, I think it was when the Eagles were ending the game, Chris Jones, who everyone knows, one of the best defensive linemen in football, was right there and saying to Jalen Hurts, "You didn't even have 100 yards." And he says, "We won the effing game, bro." It's like, don't Eagles fans have to love that about their guy because he has 15 yards on the ground, he scores a touchdown. He's 15 of 22, 101 yards, does not turn the football over, no interceptions.
Well, here's what helps them love
where the
him.
Eagles have gotten to with Jalen Hurts. He's not a top 5 quarterback in the league, but you got to mention his name, though.
Go back a year from now. You know, you had questions about Jalen Hurts. You had questions about his head coach, Nick Sirianni. A lot of people thought he was a moron.
I know, when he was yelling at people in the stands and bringing his kid to the press conference for a buffer.
The difference is now you've seen them win. You know they can do it, right? That takes a lot of the edge off. Instead of watching a game saying, oh, yeah, okay, well, they won, but man, it's so ugly. Why can't we look good? We got A.J. Brown. We got all these guys running around, and you're not hitting them. You're not using the talent. Instead, you say, yes, that's the way you win a Super Bowl because you saw them win a Super Bowl that way.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts can, if he needs to, throw for 350 yards and be a difference maker.
Yep.
More often than not, though, he doesn't need to.
He's just interesting because I'm looking back at his numbers through the years, and you're right. There was a course around him.
Absolutely.
Before they won the big
him
one.
And the head coach, they couldn't get along together.
And they had gotten to a Super Bowl already and lost one, and then they go back and they get the job done. But 23 touchdown passes is the high mark that he's hit, and these other bigger name quarterbacks or the other guys that are as big a names as him, they throw for a lot more touchdowns, but none of those guys run for 10 to 15 touchdowns. That's the difference. You get a guy that's running for 700 to 800 yards and 15 touchdowns. That's a huge advance for your offense.
I'm not saying it always works out this way because other people have tried it, but they built that team. Who runs things? Howie Roseman? He runs the Eagles?
Yeah.
Built that team on offensive line and defensive line. Can you have a wet dream for a second if you're a Bengal fan and picture Joe Burrow playing behind that Eagle offensive line?
My God.
Now, you'd probably still find a way to tear ligaments in something, but my God, is that a great line.
It'd be something else. And you think about the Bengals defensive line, which is trash, too, and they were just getting caved in by the Jags right off the snap yesterday.
Foodgasm coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a disabled vehicle that's blocking the center lane and causing some holdup on northbound 270 on the east outer belt after 670. And there's a 5-minute slowdown on westbound 70 on the west side between Mount Street and West Broad Street. Sorry about that. This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot that likely cause of your light for free so you can drive with peace of mind. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Right now, USDA Choice Boneless Chuck Roasts or Value Pack Chuck Steaks are only $6.99 a pound with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter. He'll be there quick.
Common Man here for Hollywood Casino and the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Timmy, it's football season. That means winning and fun.
Oh, yeah. We have tailgate buffets for all of our watch parties. The 3 apps for $12 special. $25 Miller Lite buckets.
And don't forget the crab legs. That's extended through September.
So reserve a table at HollywoodColumbus.com.
And how about this for new members? Sign up for the rewards program on the Penn Play app. Get a $20 dining credit.
Then you get more crab legs.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, crab legs.
Crab leg problem? Call 1-800-CRAB-LEGS.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 9/30. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
In this time of financial instability, create your own personal safety net by using the equity in your home to secure a home equity line of credit. It'll give you immediate access to money whenever you need it, whether it's for a fun project or a big purchase, or in case you fall on hard times. And for a limited time, you can lock in a 1.99% introductory APR for 6 months at Kemba Financial Credit Union. Give yourself peace of mind. Apply now at Kemba.org. APR equals annual percentage rate. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender. Offer ends September 30th. NMLS 292230.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top-Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks, and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
Bishop and Friends.
I had to get up and turn my fan off in the middle of the night.
Too cold?
Didn't one of them have the AC set to like 63 last week?
Idiot NBC. My electric bill was $900.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Timmy desperately needs you to listen to this show so he can pay for his stupid dog's 10th ACL surgery. This is Man and Timmy.
Buckeye Roundtable's coming up at 6 o'clock tonight. What would you say if I told you that Skip Mossick, Paul Keels, Jim Lachey, Ryan Day, Tim May, they're all in the same place tonight.
Wow. That's tonight at 6.
That's tonight, 6 o'clock.
Little over an hour.
What would that cost me?
Oh, like $10 at least.
Free.
What?
Ooh. Nothing.
Cost nothing.
No.
You put me on.
Just your time.
Okay.
Maybe make a little NIL donation just because you get all that good stuff.
No problem.
Yes. Pay for that next great Buckeye star.
I went out yesterday with the intent of trying a new menu item I was very excited about, but then I got there and that's what they call the joke time.
Man and Timmy present Foodgasm.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
Maybe it's got to stop.
No.
Maybe it has to stop.
Can't
it's like
stop.
the fifth one today.
Doesn't matter. Can't stop.
Oh.
I don't go to this place very often, even though I enjoy it, because the prices are stupid. And I'm going to give you the example of that. But I went to Shake Shack. I was excited because they introduced brand new French onion soup burgers.
Yeah, I thought that was an odd one.
Oh, baby.
I thought that was an odd
Got
one when I
Gruyere
heard about
cheese
it.
and the soupy grilled onions and the put it in my mouth.
French onion soup burger.
I was so excited about it. French onion soup burger. I pull up to the thing. They got the sign right outside. The sign that they physically had to go and put outside when they opened the doors.
So it's like in the mulch? It's not even like on
it's like
on
one
the
of these
window? It's
folding signs.
They actually have to set it up.
They put it back in at the end of the day.
If they don't have any, they can actually remove it.
There it is. And I go in there, sold out. None of it's available. Nothing. So I got a regular burger, which was fine. It just wasn't what I wanted. I did try their new onion rings. They were fine as well. Battered, not breaded. The portion size for like $5 is ridiculous. But here's my main...
What do you get, like 3 onion rings for $5?
It's a little bit more than 3. Maybe you got like 6.
My God, almost
and it came with a
an
little
onion ring.
tiny thing of dipping sauce. And again, it was good. Like everything at Shake Shack, it's good. It's just that when you leave, you wonder, what did I pay for? Example is this. I go with Samantha. And I said to Samantha, what do you want to drink?
Can I have apple juice?
They have apple juice there.
Oh,
it's
I'm
one
sure
of those
that
little
apple juice is...
tiny 6-ounce, like honest kids apple juice
I bet that's
boxes.
$4.50.
$4.
I bet you.
$4 for apple juice.
Should be $1.
But you know what, though? I saw what it was. I'm the douche that paid for it.
Right.
But still, this is why I don't go as often as I should, because they're just bending you over.
What are you going to say no to Samantha when she wants apple juice?
I have no problem
Come
saying
on.
no. I should have said no. I say no all the time.
Can I have a doggy?
No.
Can I have a kitty?
No.
Can I have a little brother or sister?
No.
That's a little different than saying, can I have an apple juice when we're out at the restaurant?
Next time I'm just saying, you know what? Drink water.
So what was the bill?
And of
Can
course,
I guess?
the fountain drink.
It's just the two of you?
2 of us. Hold on. Fountain drink. I got a large pop.
Oh, $4.50.
$4.
$4.
Plus
$3.99.
You have to like track somebody down. Like, excuse me, can you please refill my thing? Because they don't have the
they
thing
don't have
there.
the thing there.
Right? And God forbid you actually find somebody because you have to order at a kiosk. There's nobody there ever.
Really?
To help you.
The only human interaction is when they call your number and leave the food up
You got to
there.
stand there and track someone down. So I went to try the French onion soup. No soup. That's my kind of soup, by the way. Not a soup, but the flavor on a burger.
Right. I'm curious to try that myself.
Well, good luck.
If they're going to have it. I, for one, had a pretty good food day yesterday. Typically, when we're going to go down to Cincinnati, whether that's to a Reds game or a Bengals game, or to go to Kings Island and Mason, whatever it is, you're going to at least hit Marion's Pizza. But if we're going to a Bengals game and we'll go the Dayton route, I'm also going to have that stop by Bill's Donuts, the famous donut shop in Centerville. And there is a Marion's right across the street from that Bill's location. So we were able to do both. And for my money, when you're doing the pizza, when you're doing Marion's, you just got to go with a simple pepperoni sausage. That's what you do.
I think simpler, the better.
Pep sausage, if you've never been there before.
People put too many toppings and it's just a vessel for toppings and your cheese can't get brown.
And it's that special kind of sausage where it's stringier. It's stringier and it looks like there's 7 million strands of sausage when that pie is done. And the way that they cut that, it's a tavern-style pie like we're accustomed to, but they cut them into such small pieces. They're not slices. They're not even pieces. They're what I would call morsels of pizza. And you have to eat about 35 pieces, morsels, to get the equivalent of maybe 3 or 4 slices. It's outstanding. You can tell them exactly how well or how light baked, which you'd be crazy to do, or how well done you want the crust.
If you light bake it,
my God,
you go right to jail.
And they have a system where it's almost like the Papa Murphy's chain. You remember Papa Murphy's, right? Take and bake pizza. They call it a half bake. Not Jim Belushi. Who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Who is the SNL? Teddy
Jim Brewer?
Jim Brewer, yeah. Jim Brewer isn't back there with Dave Chappelle making your pie, but it's just the way that they call it. They start the baking process and then put like a little instructional sheet in there, put it in cellophane under a piece of cardboard, slice it for you, and you take it home. And that's when I'm an hour away, I want to take the pizza for Sarah. They have a better process than just simply ordering the cooked one and then taking it home so it loses its luster. That I think is really cool about Marion's as well.
Well, I'm glad you had a good food day yesterday because mine sucked.
Oh, but by the way,
I went to the Krispy Kreme to get a pumpkin donut. They had nothing.
Oh, nothing? I had this to report. Remember all that crap you said about how Cincinnati, we did this 2 weeks ago on the show? Oh, the best beer prices in the league. Best hot dog prices in the league.
I didn't say it. There was the list that I was reading off of.
Beers, $12, $13. What did they say, $6.80? Lies.
They lied to you.
Lies.
Yeah. Were you getting the fancy schmancy beer?
No, I just was in the upper deck. I was in the 300 level. Standard concession stands. super expensive beer, super expensive hot dogs. The whole thing sucked.
And Landers sucks.
Yeah. I'm not going back.
Jackets make a trade. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got traffic slowing down due to an accident that's on Alum Creek Drive at Livingston Avenue. And there's a 15-minute delay due to a crash that's blocking 2 lanes on westbound 670 between 71 and Grandview Avenue. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They'd let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
IKEA is celebrating 40 years of making home dreams possible in the U.S. Visit us in-store September 3rd until the 23rd for limited-time offers and experiences, like our Ortianta streetwear collection, our new Tilvercott furniture, daily chances to win gift cards, and more. Come celebrate 40 years of meatball-fueled shopping, brave attempts at our Swedish names, and the inexplicable need for stylish modern design. Offer valid September 3rd through September 23rd, 2025. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and ikea.us.com for details. Restrictions apply.
Enjoy a good deal more on fresh family favorites this week at Meijer. Save on fresh from Meijer whole pork shoulder butt roast, just $1.79 a pound. Locally grown bulk Honeycrisp apples are $1.49 a pound. And Meijer shredded chunker sliced cheeses 3 for $6. With flu season around the corner, protect yourself and family with a flu shot. Available today at your Meijer pharmacy. Getting everything you want in just one stop. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. NFL revenues were at an all-time high in the latest fiscal year, with the league racking up a staggering $23 billion in total revenue. They sent around $416 million to each of the 32 franchises. That's up nearly 9% year over year. Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, talk about how the NFL model correlates to local banking.
It's kind of weird to say, but the NFL model is similar to working with your local bank. Just like the NFL returns profits to its teams, by working with a locally owned bank, deposits are returned to that community in the form of business and consumer loans. It's a reinvestment that benefits the area in which we all live.
It is a total win-win for the community, the depositor, and the bank. Stop into our branch and see what a difference we can make together.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $300 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spread, totals, player props.
$300 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. TNCs apply, in-app only.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down.
it's the law.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dump all your problems on someone else's back? Well, when you wake up to a clogged drain or a plumbing issue, make that Mr. Rooter's problem.
Call 855-MISTERS today or MrRooter.com.
Call Mr. Rooter. He'll be there quick.
What's better than cheering the Buckeyes on to victory? Wearing our exclusive collection of OSU jewelry as you watch. Hi, this is Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. We're an officially licensed jeweler of The Ohio State University, and we've created beautiful Buckeye jewelry that will last a lifetime. From Blocko earrings to Diamond Script Ohio necklaces, we've got luxury Buckeye gifts starting at $99. No matter where you're watching, show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Swing by Germain Toyota and ask for Marcello and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit them at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good evening, I'm Tyler Danberg. NFL, the Buccaneers and Texans clash at 7. Then rivals Pete Carroll and Jim Harbaugh reunite when the Chargers and Raiders battle at 10. Injury updates, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow will miss at least 3 months after toe surgery. Vikings QB J.J. McCarthy likely out this week due to an ankle sprain. Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels questionable with a knee injury. Bears corner Jalen Johnson out indefinitely with a groin injury. And Cowboys center Cooper Beebe will miss 6 to 8 weeks with an ankle sprain. Baseball playoff picture heating up. NL division leaders Phillies, Brewers, Dodgers. In the wild card, Cubs, Padres, Mets. Reds 2.5 games out. AL division leaders Tigers, Blue Jays, Mariners. In the wild card, Yankees, Red Sox, Astros. Guardians 2.5 games back. This update sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. We all love the word free, so does Awaken 180. Medication free, side effect free, and free support for life. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Timmy wants you to know that he's fingering his dry snacks. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Oh, I got some big news for you. Big news. Teddy, for you, buddy.
Give it to me. Come on.
All right.
Excited.
So, if you're new to the show, you know that longtime friend of mine. We worked together back in the day. We've kept in touch. Kirk Herbstreit.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Kirk Herbstreit of ESPN.
What happened there?
Kirk's all glitchy.
A little hitch in the giddy up.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Kirk Herbstreit of ESPN.
Maybe that's why we're replacing our audio system
We're
tonight.
the second to last show to ever hit buttons on this audio system.
That's right.
Yeah, coming to an end.
So, Herbie, he doesn't get out there enough. He's on the desk for College Game Day, and he calls the games and
out there.
Then he does Thursday for the NFL, and then he shows up on McAfee and does that, and but he doesn't. He's not out there enough.
It's a quiet life
to really get his opinion out there. So he's going to start up a new weekly podcast called Nonstop with our guy Joey Galloway. So I like one of those guys.
2 Buckeyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One that's not ashamed to be. Anyway, so if you just say, I need more Herbie, and I hope that Peter the dog or Ben the dog, Ben dead or Peter dead?
Ben dead.
Ben dead, I'm sorry. Peter the dog will be the talking producer on that show, much like Teddy is on this show.
Yes.
Very similar, yes.
Do you like Peter, Teddy?
Yeah, he seems like a good doggy, yeah.
Oh, he's a great dog. No problem with the doggies.
I like smaller dogs, though, now, but
I like to make sure they stick up cracky.
Why don't you bring your dogs to work? It could be like a national sensation.
How about we don't?
I should bring it to work.
He has tact.
Bring him to work.
No, he needs.
No,
he needs his dogs.
Yeah,
for emotional support.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tim. Look at you.
Tim
you seem
knows.
to be breaking apart.
I know.
There.
I am.
Are you all right?
No, I'm not.
I don't think so.
I need my dog.
Anyway, so Herbie's gonna have a new podcast with Joey Galloway.
Well, we all look forward to that,
where he will give his opinions, and then people will call him out on his opinions, and then he'll talk about how. He's just, leave him alone. He's just giving his opinion.
But if anything gets regurgitated from that podcast, if something gets, sent through the awful announcing chute, do you think he'll then tweet about it after the fact? when it gets found out that there's some
We may take that audio and use
highlights.
it for Too Hot with Teddy on Thursday.
Yeah, some Too Hot audio. Something that maybe we don't love.
If they, in fact, say something that I deem to be stupid, or Teddy deems to be stupid, because I don't get the audio, Teddy does.
Right. I mean, the whole thing about putting your opinions out there is that not everybody's going to agree with them. And that creates fodder and fun.
Blue Jackets make a trade. Ivan Fedotov.
Goalie?
Fedotov. Big,
the first
large, strapping goalie from the Flyers. Traded a 6th-round pick in 2026 to get him.
This was making sure that they had a third guy with some semblance of NHL experience.
Yeah, not a lot of great experience, but he's been with the big clubs the last couple seasons. 28 years old. He was a 7th-round pick in 2015. KHL guy.
Yeah, handful of NHL games, though, right?
Yeah.
Not even a season's worth of games.
So you got Elvis, right, who I hope you don't have. You have Jet Greaves. Who I hope you do have, looking the way that he did at the end of last season. And now we got this guy. All right, let him live.
You know, we got the game coming up end of the week. You believe that? Sunday.
Really?
Sunday is the game. Yeah. Yeah. So Jackets preseason, everybody. It is basically here at the end of the week.
Mets are doing everything they possibly can, Teddy, to hand the Reds a playoff spot.
No, thanks. We don't want it.
No, that's what it is.
Sorry.
Hey, we can go beat the Padres 2 out of 3, but then we go to minor league ballpark in Sacramento and get swept by the A's.
You just don't walk into Sacramento.
Come on, Teddy. You couldn't beat the A's in one game. I mean, you needed to take 2 out of 3, if we're being honest.
Yes, 2 out of 3 would have been acceptable.
You couldn't even win one.
No, they suck.
If you play 500 baseball, you have that last wild card spot.
They're below 500.
By like 5 games.
You're under 500. And you still have a puncher's chance.
Well, and they got passed by the Giants and the Diamondbacks, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yes, that's right.
They did.
They're still 2.5 back, but Diamondbacks ahead of them, Giants ahead of them.
Giants are 75 and 74. D-backs are 75 and 75. Then you're 1 game under. And the Guards, coming off the sweeping, they're 2.5 games back. They're 78
They've got teams
and 71.
in front of them, too, but yeah. Imagine what 78 and 71 gets you in the NL wildcard race.
Oh, you're in.
Home field advantage.
Yeah, you're locked in. You're just behind the Padres. You're in.
Whatever he wants to see, though, I'm told. More teams making the playoffs. These teams don't even want to be in the playoffs. They suck.
They can't.
They suck.
Please. Never expand Major League Baseball playoffs again.
Oh no!
If anything,
they want to do more
if
of
anything,
it.
I would contract.
No,
if anything, I would go back the other way and keep it nice, keep it special, keep it the way baseball was. I know we're all changing and thinking about expansion, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that way in every single sport. I know even if you added 2 more teams, you might think that you have to. I don't think you do.
They will. College football coaches did not make it past the weekend. Brent Pry from Virginia Tech. I got to tell you, I had no idea who their coach was. You could have given me the name of 5 different people. I wouldn't have gotten Brent Pry.
Well, I got to tell you, ever since the days of Frank Beamer were done, there hasn't been anybody to come in there and coach with any kind of consistency and make them the double-digit winning team that people down there are used to seeing.
They're 0-3. They're garbage. And Deshaun Foster from UCLA. We talked about it with Rittenberg last week about the possibility of them losing this game and Deshaun Foster losing his job. And my God, is that UCLA team bad.
Oh, man. I couldn't even believe that I could. But when you see how badly they lost that game, you could not believe it. That was just a complete disaster. Deshaun Foster is already done. He's already out at UCLA. And I do think when you look at UCLA's schedule, there is a chance for an 0-12 season. What are you looking at over there?
I want to find that audio of Deshaun Foster. Did you put it in the system?
I didn't put that in the system.
Oh, well, you were very busy.
We were watching that on the internet
You were
today.
very busy. We have a shorter version of it, but a couple of years ago, Big Ten Media Days, actually, it was last offseason because UCLA was getting introduced to the Big Ten media. Deshaun Foster stood up at the podium and had nothing to say. Nothing to say.
I'm sure you guys don't know too much about UCLA, but we're in LA.
That's the highlight.
Teddy.
See if you can find the whole thing, Ted,
Teddy.
because it's pauses.
Open up your Twitter.
You want to rip your clothes off.
Open up your Twitter, Teddy. I just sent you the Deshaun Foster long form press conference clip from last year. It's so cringeworthy that we need to hear the entire thing.
Here's what it reminded me of when I first heard it. Like, you just make this hire. Actually, I think he'd been on the job for, a year?
Yeah, he's been.
He'd been
in
there
the middle
for
of
a
his second. No, I think this is just his second season.
So that press conference was the first time that we actually heard from him.
That was the beginning.
The 5 UCLA fans that are out there collectively said, "Oops, uh-oh." It reminded me of this interview that former 49ers coach Jim Tomsula did with CSN Bay Area right after he was hired. And how the 49ers wanted to go back in time.
Oh, yes.
And not hire this guy.
You and me talking. Just give me a name that you think would be good as an offensive coordinator. What if I throw a name out there?
Yeah, well,
Mark Trestman. It's someone you might know, right? That's maybe the best you can give me.
Yeah.
Same question, defensive coordinator. What do you give me an idea of what you're looking for? I'm not trying to trip you up.
Yeah. I'm really not going to talk about. I'm just not going to do
the
it
style?
out of respect to those people.
No,
I know. Then we play the name game, but then you know what I mean. I just don't want to get down that road.
Okay. Not even the style?
Yeah, style that fits our players.
All righty. Style that fits the players. But the defense, you kind of have a better feel for what that defense is.
Yeah. I think we have a pretty good feel on our offense also.
All right. That sounds good. With the talent on this defense now, do you feel that you can get a top flight defensive coordinator? You don't have to get an assistant who you're going to elevate. You can get a guy who's pretty excited about being a defensive coordinator and a chance to win with that group.
I mean, that'd be fair to say.
That's fair to say?
Yeah.
All righty. So you probably look more in that direction then?
I wouldn't say that.
All righty. You wouldn't say that?
I would not say that. I wouldn't say it either.
Okay. Let me see if I can go in this direction. What was your relationship with Jim Harbaugh?
Great.
Wow. That, you know what? That reporter, outstanding. Marconi.
Actually, I think he did a terrible job. Sound like Adam King.
That guy was awesome to try to keep that thing going.
Teddy.
And be upbeat and
did you find
some
Deshaun
positivity.
Foster?
I've sent it to you in your Twitter app.
Well, two things. I found it on my own, but Tim did send it to my Twitter, but I can't access it off of there because he sent it to my personal Twitter, not the show Twitter.
Oh, well.
But I do have something that I had found, so we could play it coming up in the next segment if you want.
There's so many layers to what Teddy just said right there. And I know it because I've known Ted for so long. I mean, that was as much shade as Teddy's going to throw at Timmy.
I don't have my personal Twitter set up on the computer.
I sent it to the man.
I have the show.
I switched it. I sent it to the show Twitter now, too. I should have sent it to both.
All right. We're going to pause. We're going to come back.
God.
Teddy is going to beat the crap out of Timmy. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a 10-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between Main Street and Weber Road. And you're going to hit a 5-minute slowdown if you're on westbound 70 on the west side between Mound Street and 670. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
He's at the 10, the 5, touchdown! This is what the Buckeyes train so hard for.
Just like Valvoline Instant Oil Change, their techs train like pros to deliver expert service every time.
Wait, are we talking about football or oil changes?
Both. Whether it's the Buckeyes on the field or your car in the bay, it's all about preparation and precision.
Can't argue with that.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit VIOC.com/Buckeyes today.
It's the Ohio Lottery's all-new $5, $20, or $100 scratch-off. With 3 simple cash prizes, it'll have you saying,
"Wow, that's what I call winning."
With tracks like and the anthem celebrating the first of its kind $2 ticket. The $5, $20, or $100 scratch-off is an absolute hit.
Ohio Lotto's got the goods.
Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
Sounding an alarm.
Did any of this have to happen?
No.
All new tomorrow. ABC 6 News continues to investigate the city's mandate to replace thousands of water meters in Columbus homes,
Nobody said that they could come and flood my house.
raising questions about who is doing the work.
You don't think constituents should be upset about this?
The hiring practices that are causing even more safety concerns.
Do you think our coverage exposed a lot about this company?
I think it's a good thing.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160. I work with the cops.
You're a cop?
No, but they do sign my paychecks.
Caitlin Olsen returns in High Potential, the #1 drama.
She was abducted. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, I thought it'd be nice to let you have this one.
And one of the best new crime procedurals.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah. High Potential, Tuesday night at 10 on ABC 6.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
Script Ohio necklaces, Blocko earrings, Ohio State bangles, and more. You'll find an exclusive collection of luxury Buckeye jewelry you'll love at the Diamond Cellar, starting at $99. Show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means every few minutes across Ohio, 20 out of 80 possible numbers are randomly picked. And if some of the numbers you picked match, voila, you're a winner. Keno doesn't require you to know a single thing about sports skidball or overs, unders, pluses, minuses, or lines, or whatever else. Keno is as simple as, did some of my numbers match? They did? Great. You just raked in some dough. There are more than 20 hours of Keno draws every day and thousands of places to play statewide. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Sunny skies, light winds, and temperatures back in the mid to upper 80s on this Monday. Overnight down to around 60 degrees with clear skies and a calm start to the day. Plenty of sunshine back in the mid to upper 80s by Tuesday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
Common Man's wife would rather bang her head up against a wall instead of listening to this show. Timmy's wife is banging the milkman. This is Man and Timmy.
Oh, here's something that you never want to hear if you're a homeowner. You need a new roof, but do not fear, because if you do get into that situation, my friends at Victor's Home Solutions are here to help. I have gone through the 21-point roof inspection myself. Even if you're unsure about the condition of your roof, there's no reason not to call Victor's, because again, you're going to get the most thorough roof inspection and attic ventilation check in the business. It is completely free, so they will tell you everything that's going on with the structure of that roof. Or you can give them a call at 866-VICTORS or just go online at victors.com. It's little things too. Excellent communication. They're showing up on time. Precision craftsmanship, checking all the boxes. finances. And since these things can be a little bit pricey, they are not, though. They come in with the best interest rates that you're going to find. For a limited time, they're offering 5 years no interest financing, minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. No need to stress. Just call Victor's, 866-VICTORS.
Couple things before we get to the Deshaun Foster audio. He was fired as UCLA head coach because he sucks. Who do you think the media is more in love with? Greg Olsen or Pablo Torre?
Oh, they love Pablo because he gets after the Clippers and uncovers all the big stuff.
Oh, Pablo said it.
Oh, baby.
Pablo, I worship at the throne of Pablo. It was the same with Greg Olsen. Oh, Greg Olsen. Oh, what's happened to him? Oh, he's on the number 2 crew? Oh, it's just like being sent to jail. Oh, and also, when did the Kelsey brother who's marrying Taylor Swift become known as the least annoying one? Because Jason Kelsey rubs me the wrong way.
Jason gets you?
Oh, him too.
I lucky.
hate them all.
I am lucky that I am not. I guess that's the commercial. That's the only thing that I'm seeing Jason in right now. I guess I'll be able to keep the rest. The rest of it is out of my algorithms
turn on my
right
TV,
now.
He's on it.
All I'm seeing is that Sunday Ticket thing where he's in behind the glass cheering really loud.
All right, Deshaun Foster gets fired as UCLA head coach. They're 0-3. They're terrible. They have Nico from Tennessee. He's terrible. Deshaun Foster last offseason, Big Ten Media Days. This is how he greeted the Big Ten media.
You know, I'm sure you guys don't know too much about UCLA, but our football program, but we're in LA. It's us and USC. We
Dear God.
Here's him after their loss this weekend.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries so we will be able to build up our future.
All right, here's my question to you.
I hear that ding and I almost think she got the answer right.
What's worse? What's worse? This, when you have nothing to say where you just say nothing, right? It's just dead silence, or where you just keep spewing diarrhea like Miss Teen South Carolina.
Hers is worse.
Hers is worse? I think the dead air is worse.
You do?
I do.
Oh,
I think it's worse.
I always think that saying nothing is better than saying a bunch of stupid stuff. But that's just me.
But you're always the guy that says a bunch of stupid stuff.
Well, I guess I don't think it sounds quite as dumb as everything that she just said. It's dumb, but it's not that bad.
Well, I feel like we haven't talked about something today.
Well, where am I supposed to go off of that? Did we talk about Arch Manning?
Oh no, we haven't talked about most of college football stuff today.
Yeah, there were two things that I had pinned here. One was Arch, and we talked about how Paul Feinbaum had quickly pivoted from Arch last week after he had a 5-touchdown performance. Now, I'm not saying that just because he had 5 touchdowns against a low-level school that he was right back into the Heisman race. I was a little surprised at how quickly a guy like Paul Feinbaum jumped off of the bandwagon after he was carrying the torch the entire offseason. And, I mean, you did go on the road to play Ohio State in your first big start of your college football career. But when they're booing him, forget about what any of the analysts are saying about him. That's a problem when your home fans are booing you because you have a stretch in that game early on where he's going, what was it, 0 for 9 or 0 for 10 and an interception? Yeah, he had 9 straight incompletions in the first half. One was an INT, and everybody is booing him. And the fact that it was that tough of a go against UTEP, it was not that way for the Buckeyes against Ohio. Let's just put it out there like that. That was a struggle for Arch Manning, and I'm sure the pressure is starting to ramp up for him.
I knew what I wanted to talk about. I actually want to defend College Game Day for a second.
Oh, the game day for the pick coming up?
I want to defend this because they're getting all sorts of crap because they're going to go to Miami for Miami and Florida.
Miami and Florida, yep.
This upcoming weekend. And, Florida sucks, and why are you doing this? And there's other good games to go to. Why don't you go there? Looky here. A lot of people are upset they're not going to Norman for Texas Tech and Oklahoma. First of all, they were there 2 weeks ago for Michigan and Oklahoma. They're not going back that soon.
And the fact that they're not going to Salt Lake City for Utah and Texas Tech?
I'm sorry, it's Oklahoma and Auburn that are playing, and it's Texas Tech and Utah. That's right.
Yeah.
And the other big game, air quotes, is Illinois and Indiana. But that game's at 7:30, opposite their big primetime game on ABC. And this just in, ESPN's not going to bend over backwards to go pump up Big Ten games that are at 7:30. That's just reality. So to me, it makes perfect sense they're going down to Miami. It's a good story. You got two stories. Florida sucks, and Miami's good, right?
Carson Beck is one of the hot transfers.
He's a potential Heisman guy.
Yeah, took a lot of money to go there. And Miami is... It's more, they are the team, right? They have been the team of the last 7 or 8 years where they have had hot starts. It's one thing when we talk about Maryland having a hot start, some of these other scrub-type programs that are not big-time football powerhouses. Miami, the U, at least in stature, in brand, in name, they've won national championships. They have been big dogs.
Not for a while.
No, I'm not saying. But that's why whenever they have hot starts, it carries a little bit more weight. I still, for one, am not ready to buy it just yet. I'm going to need to see Miami actually go to a college football playoff, maybe win a couple of games before I will officially declare them to be back. Everybody's got to say, someone's back, right? Whether it's the Bears. I know that's not you. You know they're not back.
God.
But everybody wishes certain programs to be
and for years,
back.
it was Texas is back.
Texas is back.
And it took them years to actually get back.
They were not back the second people started saying they were back.
Miami's
Nor is
been
Miami.
back several times. But as it sits right now, they're a top 10 team. It's an interesting story. And I like how this is like breaking news to Big Ten fans that ESPN doesn't talk about you as much as they used to. ESPN is known for this. And the Big Ten knew that when they signed on with Fox and ESPN wasn't involved in the television package. That's the risk you take. You get more money, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't have signed that deal, but we complain about a couple things all the time. Why are we on at noon? And why doesn't ESPN talk about us as much? Because they're not in the Big Ten business.
I think that it's got to be a so far and away big time game.
Yeah, when you can't ignore it.
If it's not their partner.
Ohio State and Texas.
Yeah.
They couldn't ignore that game.
No, they can't ignore Ohio State, Michigan.
Probably Penn State, too. Ohio State, Penn State. If that's a 1 versus 2,
they're going to have to go.
It doesn't matter that they've been here already. Right. They will come back.
They'll have to go. But Indiana, Illinois probably just made the collective decision. And again, because that's a primetime game, like you said, that's on NBC.
It's on opposite of their Miami, Florida game.
It's opposite of the game that Fowler and Herbie are going to do. I understand that one in this case. That's not I'll be watching it. I'll be dialed in to see what Illinois and Indiana looks like because it's an intriguing game for Big Ten fans.
We're all going to watch it.
Yeah.
If you're a Big Ten fan. But you can't be surprised when ESPN says,
no, I'm with you. I agree with that.
Let's go. If there's no real clear game out there, let's go to the one that we're broadcasting.
It's a business decision.
Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got an accident that's blocking the right lane on southbound 71 on the south side before Frank Road. Emergency crews are on scene, causing stop-and-go traffic from Greenlawn Avenue. And you're going to hit a 5-minute delay on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 161 and Cleveland Avenue. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Wet basement? Call R&R Foundation Specialist. From cracked foundations to clogged drains, water damage can sneak in from anywhere. No hidden fees, no sloppy work, just honest, expert waterproofing. Protect your home from water damage. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Victor's Home Solutions. Schedule your free 21-point roof and window inspection today at victors.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
We've all got it, you know, that one crazy thing you've always wanted to do, that bucket list goal. Then a cancer diagnosis, and that one thing still goes according to plan. I would know I'm getting my first tattoo right now, while my 3 beautiful daughters laugh hysterically at me. 58 years old, 4 years of cancer-free checkups at Ohio Health. Go ahead and get a picture, girls. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
And Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
He's a man who's in every Hall of Fame in the known universe. He's a man who travels thousands of miles to see celestial bodies. He's a man who enjoys a good tomato pie. And he's a man who regrets a few life choices every Monday at 5:30. It's Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the heat? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on train systems, including 0% APR for 60 months.
Just more proof that he's in every single Hall of Fame in the known universe. I went to Arby's last week. They had a framed picture of Jayson Stark right on the wall. It's Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Hello, my friend.
You just made that up.
I didn't make it up.
No, it's right next to the bell, too. You ring the bell if you love Jayson Stark.
Right.
Yeah, you made that up, too. But thank you.
Can we talk about these playoff races? I mean, once upon a time, you picked the Reds to make the playoffs. You know who else picked the Reds to make the playoffs? The Mets. They are doing everything humanly possible to hand the final playoff spot to someone. And the Reds specifically are saying, nah, we're good here. We'll just lose every game in Sacramento. We don't need to go to the playoffs. You take it, Mets.
When you talked to me last week, I was actually watching the Mets, and I came to realize that the thing the Mets are best at these days is not winning. They're really good at that, at not winning. And I don't know what to tell you about the Reds. Like, if you want to play in October, you cannot get swept in West Sacramento. You have to win a game or two in the Pacific time zone, right? Your superstar, Ellie, he has to play like a star. He can't go 3 months without a homer or 1 homer in 3 months, whatever he is. I thought Terry Francona would elevate them, but I thought wrong. Obviously.
So they still find themselves 2.5 games back because that's what happens when the team in front of you can't win any games. But now you have the Diamondbacks. They've leaped in front of you. The Giants are there. So we got Giants, Diamondbacks, Reds. I'll ask you again, what does your crystal ball say? Or do the Mets hold on to that for dear life?
The Mets don't deserve to hold on. I think they probably are going to hold on. I wasn't so sure about that when they blew another lead yesterday in late innings, but Pete Alonso decided he wanted to win one. So they have the Padres this week, next 3 games. They have got to win that series because if they can just get through that series in good shape, then they've got the Nationals left, they got the Marlins left. They have a series against the Cubs next week, but the Cubs will very possibly already have their playoff seed locked by then. So the next 3 days I think will tell the tale of the Mets. I just don't know if anybody is good enough to catch them, even though it should theoretically be impossible not to catch them.
Jason's beef with Jayson Stark here, flipping it to the AL. Man, if the Cleveland Guardians were in the National League, they'd have it locked up. They'd be just getting ready to start the postseason. They're 78-71, and you talk about streaky, whether it was their losing stretch. Now they've won 9 of their last 10 games and beaten a White Sox team 3 straight that was playing pretty good baseball going in. But where do you think the Guardians are sitting? Bo Naylor did all the work for them yesterday.
Yeah, they have a better record than the Mets. That's incredible,
they
right?
Do.
I keep thinking back on the Mets. June 12th had the best record in baseball, and since then have a worse record than the White Sox, worse record than the Pirates. So I shouldn't compare anybody to them, but it's still amazing to me. So I guess the first question, Tim, is: are the Guardians going to catch the Tigers? 6.5 back. It's 12 to play, right? So that should be almost impossible, but they have all these games left with the Tigers, so who knows? If you could tell me how healthy Terry Skubal really is, I think I'd have a better feel for this. We went through the Guardians last week. I said then that I don't think they have as good a roster as any of these teams that they're chasing in the division or in the wild card, but they didn't get that memo. They're amazing to me. They're 14-5 since they lost 9 of 10, and I saw the Royals this past weekend talking to the Royals about the Guardians. It's incredible how that team gets in the head of some of these teams they play, and so if they have that voodoo over the Tigers, look out.
Jason's beef with Jayson Stark here on The Fan. Let's put business aside. I know why they do it, and I know why they're never going to go back. But my question to you is baseball better? Is the game of baseball better when fewer teams make the playoffs? Or do you like the way that it's currently set up right now?
I'm good with it. I don't know how deep I'd want to go. 14 teams, 16 teams, get back to me. There'd be some pretty shaky teams in the postseason if we went to 16 teams, which is certainly not impossible. But if you think this through, this is keeping baseball alive in a lot of places, right? The Reds with a losing record, they wouldn't be interested if this many teams were in the playoffs. The Diamondbacks, the Giants, those teams would have been done long ago.
But it's turning Ted into an alcoholic, Jason. That's the problem.
Okay, so that's baseball's fault.
Yes.
That's what you're telling me.
That's what I'm going to say. That's baseball's fault why Ted needs a new liver.
Okay. I think you're making all this up. But I think if you're so stressed that you can't function because some team that you root for is hanging on the edge of being the third wild card team, it's not baseball's fault. I'm going to make that case. Is that all right?
No, but I guess the question is, all kidding aside, is this a 1-year apparition where you sort of look at this and say, well, nobody really deserves this? Or are we going to have more years like this? And is that good for baseball?
Well, in general, I know we've only done this a few years, but in general, even the third wild card has been a real good team most of these years. We had a year where the Diamondbacks were the last wild card and got to the World Series. We had a year where the Phillies were the last wild card and they got to the World Series. I think that by opening up the tournament a little bit, at least the teams that win 85, 87, 89 games, you're allowing teams not to be penalized for bad starts or lots of injuries or stuff that happens along the way during the marathon. I don't have a big problem with that. But what I don't want is for a team with a losing record to win the World Series. If we ever get to 16 teams, that's in play.
Yeah, I would not want to expand, but again, I'm told that what I want does not really necessarily matter. Jayson, I saw that you were kind of tracking some of the career home runs. You were having some fun with that. You kind of scrolled to where Joe DiMaggio sits on the all-time leaderboard and noticed how Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, and Freddie Freeman are all right above a guy like Joe. And then clearly we saw Mike Trout is going to be one away from 400 now, and Giancarlo Stanton will be hitting his 450th the next time out. Just your perspective on some of the home run hitters in this day and how, where these guys are in the all-time list.
Yeah, I mean, we're in an age where obviously no active players have 500 homers, and that was true last year. It's true this year, unless Giancarlo goes on a massive rampage. It's going to be true next year. And so that's why I was looking farther down the leaderboard, because the cool thing about Harper, Judge, Freeman, Machado, Trout, they're all in the 300s, but they're all on a Hall of Fame path because of the age. And like people, I know this will shock you, Tim, but people took that the wrong way. thought I was trying to mislead them in some way. I recognize they're not the active leaders in career homers, but the fact that guys as young as Bryce and Manny Machado, 32 years old, Aaron Judge is 33, are blowing past Joe DiMaggio, tells us we're looking at guys on a path to Cooperstown, and I find that cool. What's wrong with me?
That's how I took it.
What's wrong with you is that you talk to us every single week. That's wrong.
It's the highlight of my week.
That's even wronger. Thank you, my friend. We'll talk to you next week.
Look forward to it. Thanks.
Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got a couple-minute delay due to a crash that's in the right lane on westbound 70 downtown near Front Street. It is stop and go from the 71 East split. We also have a couple-minute delay on northbound 315 between King Avenue and Ackerman Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. Ohio Laborers would like to congratulate Member of the Week, Stanley Sarine. Laborers Local 245 Ashtabula. Stanley is a 9-year member working with Vallejo Construction. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good. Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, save on new 2025 Sonatas with 0% financing for 60 months. 0% while supplies last. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK. I was told you could make us feel better. You're suffering from too much junkitis. Point at something you haven't used lately. Wow, it's gone. Try it, honey. You'll feel light as a feather.
Something I haven't used?
All you have to do is point.
I feel like I'm flying.
That's the sound of optimism and energy and possibilities. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Sounding an alarm.
Did any of this have to happen?
No.
All new tomorrow, ABC 6 News continues to investigate the city's mandate to replace thousands of water meters in Columbus homes.
Nobody said that they could come and flood my house.
Raising questions about who is doing the work.
You don't think constituents should be upset about this?
The hiring practices that are causing even more safety concerns.
Do you think our coverage exposed a lot about this company?
I think it's a good thing.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160. I work with the cops.
You're a cop?
No, but they do sign my paychecks.
Caitlin Olsen returns in High Potential, the #1 drama.
She was abducted. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, but I thought it'd be nice to let you have this one.
And one of the best new crime procedurals.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah. High Potential, Tuesday night at 10 on ABC 6.
The #1 problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Buckeye fans, it's here. Behind the O, the free app with exclusive athlete-driven Ohio State content. Every click helps NAL for your favorite Buckeyes at no cost to you. Download Behind the O today and get closer to the Buckeyes than ever before.
Free to you, NAL for them. Behind the O. Download now.
It's Monday Night Football on the Fan. Catch the Bucs and Texans live from Houston. Fan coverage starts Monday night at 8.
Sponsored by Roosters, a fun casual joint.
Your radio home of the NFL, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Roundtable coming up at the top of the hour. Skip Mossick, Paul Keels, Jim Lachey, Ryan Day will be on the program. 2 big hours of Buckeye conversation. Right after that, in theory, we will join in progress Monday Night Football. Buccaneers and who are they playing?
They're playing the Texans.
Texans, that's right.
C.J. Stroud and company.
Now, I said in theory because we're supposed to be switching over to our new software system at 7:55. And
that's what they call crash time, Coach.
A lot of people behind the scenes here at the Fan have loose stools today. Just big... Evil Bald Colin just gave me the thumbs up. Yeah. He just had some diarrhea.
Do we think that you will be hearing the first quarter of Texans Bucks live on our air? Yes or no?
I'll tell you what. How about the ratings? If for some reason you tell Skip Mossick he has to stick around for an hour and just tap dance?
Yeah. At least
think about the ratings on that.
At least we have a radio professional like Skip that will be here leading up to that.
Charlie Steiner, but you ever listen to Charlie Steiner?
Yeah, Steiner is the guy that's part of one of my favorite This Is SportsCenter commercials.
Well, right. I mean,
he's the one that has the tie wrapped around his head.
Anchor.
Follow me to freedom.
Dodgers.
Which is the Y2K commercial, which is about what this is like.
That's right.
Tonight, doing the Y2K switch.
Dodgers play-by-play for many years, but Charlie also used to host a show on the baseball XM channel.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had a daily show that he hosted, and he had to have a guest or take phone calls. Every single segment. There was one show where the phones were down, so he couldn't talk to anybody.
Oh, no.
And so he just stopped, and they played songs. It's like, Charlie, you've been in broadcasting for 30 years.
You're on SportsCenter.
You follow a team every single day in the Dodgers. You don't have stories to tell? You can't talk to your producer? No, he was totally lost.
That's bizarre. I mean, I get it. Okay, so SportsCenter is a super scripted show. Even though I would bet there are even parts of the script where they want you to ad-lib and then fill in the blanks, but then he did play-by-play So that sort of takes that away.
He was actively doing play-by-play.
Play-by-play, which is storytelling, especially when it's baseball.
And I want to say he did it solo, too, so he's used to
That's weird.
filling time. But on the talk show, he could not do it.
It's just...
If he didn't have someone to talk to, he'd play a song.
It's weird how you can excel at something and then another format can completely freeze you up. Even when it's kind of in the same family.
That's right. I've heard you do play-by-play.
Oh, come on.
Actually, you know what?
I'm okay.
You are okay.
I'm okay.
You're all right.
For some radio blowhard
you are all right.
that they tell to do real play-by-play every now and then and try to act like a pro, I think C+.
The Back Page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
So, Tom Brady, do you want to do Tom Brady's voice as he was telling everybody, I'm really excited, something I've been working on for a very, very long time.
Big time announcement today, guys. Big time announcement.
Huge announcement.
I'm going to come out of retirement and play flag football.
So there it was. Everything that Tom Brady said about where it's got your interest peaked. Ooh, you've been working on something for a very, very long time. You're excited to tell us about it. Other than that, you are going to come out as an official AI robot. You are not a human. You're a cyborg. Yes, you're joining a flag football
I hope
team.
He tears his Achilles.
With other NFL stars. And the flag football tournament is going to be in Saudi Arabia next March. Said, quote, it felt like the perfect time for me to hit the field again and get my competitive juices.
I'll tell you this, the Saudis always seem to find a way to get people to come out of retirement and compete over there, don't they? It's almost like they just hand over $10 million checks like nothing.
Isn't that weird?
It's weird.
Isn't that strange?
Wasn't it over there that like old man Shawn Michaels came out of retirement, Teddy? Undertaker's there.
Yeah, that was HBK and Triple H against Undertaker and Kane.
And now
what about the WWE? Aren't they flirting around with doing a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia?
They announced it.
They're doing it.
They're doing it. And the speculation is all of these guys are going to come out of retirement. Why? Because they're getting huge paydays from the Saudis.
Boy, have we seen this before? I don't know.
Phil Mickelson's coming off the top rope. Elbow drop.
Maybe they're just going to sign Shark back. Greg Norman, his run is done with Liv, so he's open to taking more money from the Saudis.
I thought you meant our Shark. Yes, Mark the Shark has also come out of retirement to work for the Saudis.
They'd give Mark the Shark $1 million. They would. They'd look at that as chump change. Sure, $1 million? Sure. So I did see that Scotty Scheffler won again.
6th win of the
this
season,
weekend.
baby.
I was looking at this just for fun. Teddy was back there with me. I was on Scheffler's PGA Tour profile, and I had the career tab highlighted. Apparently, it's 150 tournaments on the button. All right. Okay? 150 PGA tournaments on the button. The one thing that's always fascinated me, and you know this, he has not even started winning tournaments until 2022. That 2022 calendar season, his first win. Now he's at 19 tour wins. But of 150 events, 56 times he's finished in the top 5.
Wow.
56 times in 150 events, top 5.
Pretty consistent.
Every time you look up on your tiny leaderboard, the one that they show all times on the telecast, he's basically in it on a Sunday. It's crazy what this guy's doing. Good for you, Scotty.
When's Ryder Cup start?
Oh, it's coming up in 2 weeks. Get your shirt.
Buckeye Roundtable's next. We'll see you tomorrow. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza in Grandview.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic on southbound 71 on the north side between 670 and I-70. And you're going to run into a slowdown due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of westbound 270 on the north outer belt after 315. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, they perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go. They'd let you know if they found something in their check. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Thorough and honest, come with no charge. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
If you trust your dog to watch burgers on the grill before you trust the big garage door guys, we are Deluxe Door Systems. For over 30 years, a trusted Columbus staple. Straightforward, honest, and for less than you think. DeluxeDoorSystems.com.
Oven-baked French toast. Hot, melty cheese. And meat. And meat. And meat. Introducing UDF's new 3-meat French toast stackwich. Sweet and savory cinnamon swirl French toast piled with thick cut bacon, natural pork sausage, and smoky Canadian bacon. It's the newest flavor in our lineup of breakfast sandwiches. All stacked fresh, all served hot, and all made in store to make your morning. The new 3-meat French toast stackwich from UDF. Mornings made for you.
IKEA is celebrating 40 years of making home dreams possible in the U.S. Visit us in store September 3rd until the 23rd for limited time offers and experiences like our Ortianta streetwear collection, our new Tilvercod furniture, daily chances to win gift cards, and more. Come celebrate 40 years of meatball-fueled shopping, brave attempts at our Swedish names, and the inexplicable need for stylish modern design. Offer valid September 3rd through September 23rd, 2025. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and ikea.us.com for details. Restrictions apply.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
Joining us on this episode are real Spectrum customers, Monique and Greg. We hear your family is a big fan of Spectrum.
Family of 4, we have about 18 devices last time I counted.
2 teams require a lot of speed. Everything they do is online.
There's gaming, there's streaming. Spectrum is perfect for us. I mean, it just seamlessly connects all our devices with lightning speed.
Sounds like Spectrum is really committed to keeping you connected.
It's amazing.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, I think I saw a fox on my way in.
Oh, that was the Carfax Carfox. He was congratulating us on our Carfax Top Rated Service Center Award.
I have always rated Tire Discounters at the very top.
Oh, thanks. So does Carfax. And not just for tires, but for all our services, too.
Alignment, brakes, shocks, and struts, and more.
Yes, sir.
But, Mike, do you think people believe Carfax over me?
Well, you are the Phantom tire buyer.
Exactly.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over ice balls. And don't forget about our 29-degree drafts.
Hey, it's Anthony. Synergenex and Low T Center are the original MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. They've been changing the lives of men across the country for more than a decade. So if you've been thinking about testosterone, or if you've noticed that you're getting older, more tired, not motivated to do anything, it's not just aging. It's a physical and mental change to your body. Testosterone can actually help. And it all starts with a quick test. The on-site lab makes it quick and easy to get results in as fast as about 20 minutes. And if you decide you want the treatment and you want it at home, let the provider know, and they'll educate you on everything you need to know about treating yourself at home. And for a limited time only, visit any Synergenex or Low T Center for a free hormone consultation, and you'll automatically be entered for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia, or you may even win a pair of tickets to a major sporting event. Book your appointment now at trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
The waterworks techs have heard it all. Screeching furnaces, dripping pipes, strangled garbage disposals, overflowing toilets. Did a spooky surprise catch you off guard? Who are you going to call?
No, not them. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222. We provide better care, better value, better results, and we'll take on any drain or heating and cooling nightmare to come your way. Happy Hallow Waterworks.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Fall is the perfect season to tackle those home improvement projects before the weather turns cold. And if new windows are on the list, see my guys at Universal Windows Direct. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. And there's no limits, plus 0% financing for 3 whole years. And a double bonus, you get $500 off your entire home improvement project when you schedule now. Give them a call, 614-502-5220, universalwindowsdirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.